Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
Damn.
What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate everybody out there for checking with me. Right now, you already know what it is. We got ourselves a hell of a one right now, ladies and gentlemen. I want to appreciate y'all. We got ourselves playoff basketball. It don't stop. It can't stop. It won't stop. We just getting beginning. And we still in the midst of a hell of a game right now. Boston looking to seize control, 102-96. We will be keeping you up to date, but we will be getting you guys prepped for Memphis versus the Golden State Warriors. No Ja Morant. Ja is out, ladies and gentlemen. How will the Memphis Grizzlies respond tonight? We got a star-studded panel and a star-studded chat. I want to appreciate everybody out there for tuning in with us. We ain't even get started. We got Rave Kingdom in the building. What's good, Rave? We got the Zen Master, NBA old boy in the building. What's good, old boy?
What's cracking, Flight? You know I'm sitting here stressed out, man.
What you stressed out about?
Because this game means a lot as far as me rooting for the Celtics and having to face the wrath of Marvin and others tonight. Not only having the team that I predicted to win the finals go down 3-1, but to have to take the smoke from it is just
you think Boston gonna take it?
Right now, I think Boston's gonna win the finals, but right now they up 10.
Oh my goodness, you might be on to something. I just see the 3 from Jason Tatum. I don't know how far ahead. I don't know where we at.
We close. I'm at 324. I'll pause for about.
Oh yeah, I'm right with you. I'm at 324 too.
Okay. Tatum just walked off. Wolford.
Yep. We got a commercial break coming on. Jason Tatum, his intensity level is on top notch right now.
He should have had it there last
17
game.
in the fourth quarter, Zan.
Told you, Al Horford did it in third. Al Horford been doing it. I don't know what he drinking, but I'm going to find out.
He drinking that crunk juice.
I guess. Maybe he went vegan or something. Shit. My boy out there, he took Giannis to the hole, dunked on him, and elbowed him in the grill. Like, I don't know if you've seen that.
Something going on.
They beating Giannis up tonight. That's what I see. He was getting the better of them early in the game, and then Boston just said they had enough of it and started getting physical, throwing hard fouls, and Giannis been on the floor at least 3 times.
Do you think that Boston is seizing control, or this series is likely to go 7? How you see this playing out?
Likely to go 7. But I'm wearing red. I'm wearing my Blazer gear tonight. I'm came up a little bit, and it's code red as far as I'm concerned for Boston, because they got to win tonight and they got to win the next game if they want to win the series, in my opinion. Don't let Milwaukee have another damn game, at least in the next. Don't let them have either of those two. You got to go up 3-2 if you're Boston, to me, to have the edge if it goes to a game 7. I don't think you want. Well, man, it's kind of hard to say, ain't it? But I think they need to just put their foot down when it gets back to Boston, because you go up 3-2 and then you got to go back to Milwaukee and try to still win in Milwaukee. But they have home court advantage, right? So they should be able to end it in Boston at worst if it comes down to it.
Yeah, you're right about that, Grayson. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Milwaukee pulling Milwaukee trying to make a push. It's still 3 minutes left.
Yeah,
let's hold out. Let's hold faith. We got Murray.
What's good, Flight? What's good,
man?
Yep. What's good, everybody on the panel, man? How y'all doing, man?
See in the building.
Sitting here
cool.
Stressed, Murray. Sitting here stressed.
Yeah, everybody's stressing. There's no job, and we watching this Boston game. He want Boston to win. They in control. It's 3 minutes left.
Yeah, then Matt Connaughton just hit a three. No, Grayson Allen just hit a three.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, man, that boy Tatum looking good out here, man.
Yeah, but that the way the Bucks been playing tonight, man, their defense was real tough. That's what I see.
It is, man. It's a tough game, man.
Boston was making some dumb passes, and that bit them in the ass. But it takes a good team to bite you in the ass for your dumb passes. The average team, you can get away with throwing dumb passes. A good team's looking to jump the lanes, and that's what Milwaukee was doing to them early. And I've seen they've done it to them at least once since then. They turned it around on them at least once. But we got to give it up to Grant Williams, man. This dude is making a name for himself in this round.
I agree, man. I agree.
Big name for himself. But what's the latest on Ja, Flight? Flight, you there? Flight must have walked away for a minute. I don't think Ja Morant is playing tonight, Murgod. You know anything about Ja Morant's condition?
As far as I haven't seen any updates. As far as I know, he was definitely questionable. I don't know if he's playing tonight. I have to look up some stuff. Hold on.
Well, Flight has on the banner that he's out tonight, but at least if he was questionable, that it's not so severe an injury that he's going to be out for an extended period of time. That's the good news. Jason Tatum just made a freak move. That's the even better news. But the bad news for the Grizzlies is they ain't got all day for him to get healthy, because the Warriors ain't going to wait. As Wesley Matthews returns fire and gets a three from the corner, 102-108. Boston leading by 6 with 2.5 to go. This is nerve-wracking. Nerve-wracking. So pardon me, Murgod, if I'm a little distracted. But this is kind of high-stakes time right now. We got clutch going on. 2 minutes and 20. Jason Tatum with George Hill covering them. Takes a short jumper, can't get it to go. Drew Holiday gets the rebound, heads down court. Giannis not getting down court real fast. Drew takes it to the cup, can't convert. Collision by Brown and Hill after the rebound. Lots of physical play. It's going to be Boston's ball. New 24 with 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go on the clock. Flight, you back?
Yeah, I just seen something that says that he's likely out.
Mm-hmm. Murgod,
Yeah, I'm here with y'all.
Okay.
I'm still watching Jason Tatum out here with the heroics.
Yeah, he's doing his thing, but we got a 6-point game, man. These
Yes,
Bucks.
sir.
Wesley Matthews came out of a coma tonight.
Wesley.
Look at Marcus Smart. What? Marcus Smart posting up. Drew Holiday in the paint. Was that Wesley Matthews? Matthews tried to take it to the hole on Horford. That didn't go. Boston's ball to Jaylen Brown. Head misses a dunk. Looks like he's fouled on the dunk attempt. They're going to send JB to the line for 2. Giannis is apologetic. JB said, "Get the F off of me." And shooting. I like that. I like a little nastiness. I like a little bitterness. Get off me. Like you care. But Flight, what's going on with Morant? Looks like he's out tonight.
Yeah, well, John Morant, he obviously suffered something going on with his knee, if I'm not mistaken. Whatever that happened.
Yeah, they said he got knee soreness.
Yeah, hopefully he can get it back. But the Grizzlies definitely looking finished.
Yeah,
but
it happened.
It
happened on that play. I don't think Jordan Poole grabbed it intentionally. I don't think he's just going for the ball. But
the best hope is for Golden State to come out a little flat. I think that's their best hope, and maybe Memphis could catch them by surprise.
Memphis has a track record without Ja Morant, so I'm not down on him tonight. I'm not. I know Golden State's got the fangs out. They're ready to put an end to it, and that's likely to happen. But I don't doubt that Desmond Bane will step up tonight. I don't doubt that the rest of the Grizz will step up because they've done it all year. So it's going to be a tough one. If they lose tonight, they're in the same situation that Boston finds themselves in for another minute of being down 2-1. If they lose tonight, they go down 3-1, and they can kiss their ass goodbye. Like you said, Also, tomorrow we got Philly and Miami again. I'm looking forward to that now. I probably will watch Philly for the first time this season. And Phoenix and Dallas all knotted up at 2-2. So these second round games in this second round series are popping as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, you said it's definitely popping.
We ain't got no chumps in these here playoffs. All the chumps are gone now.
Yeah, you're right about that. Oh, listen, it's gonna go down to the wire. Shout out Isaiah Kyrie CWE. We just getting started. Shout out Rap Guy Reloaded.
Salute to the
A
chat.
lot of opinions in the building. People saying it's finished, it's over. Celtics going to the finals. Get out of here. That's what our CWE saying.
Hey, I predicted that, but these Bucks, man, they are a problem. And Giannis is a damn problem.
So let me ask y'all: do y'all think this is some of the best playoff games in quite a while?
Yeah, this is beautiful. Every game is quality. Every game. Except for when the Suns blew out the Warriors blew out the Grizzlies the other night. That was the only trash game in the second round that I recall. You recall the other trash games?
Nah, man. Besides the only trash games I seen was in round one. I mean, but it just seems like certain teams were a little bit above, a little bit were just overwhelmed, man.
Well, when Embiid was out, Philly was getting their ass kicked. That was kind of trash. Miami was dominating them. 10-point game with 1 minute to go. This is pretty much a wrap.
Yeah, that's
Giannis
a
back
wrap.
into the basket, committed an offensive foul. They didn't call it as usual. 8-point game. Al Horford with the ball, get it out his hands. Tatum fouled. Oh, White fouled at midcourt. My bad. Man, that's a lot, man. He played his heart out tonight. Hats off to Giannis. Wesley Matthews. Hats off to Wesley Matthews. Brook Lopez was balling for the first half of the game. I don't know what the fuck happened to Brook Lopez at the second half of the game, or at least the fourth quarter, but he certainly disappeared. Connaughton, former Trailblazer Pat Connaughton, was out there shooting his ass off. Grayson Allen was a ghost. Barely heard from him all night. A little bit in the first quarter, Grayson Allen played pretty well, but he's out of sync from what I could see. I don't know about him starting.
You said you out of sync.
Yeah, he hasn't really had a great game. I think he's starting over somebody else tonight. I think Hill was the other person they were considering to start over Allen. So it was kind of a sub, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about all that. But I know they were talking about some kind of sub with Allen and him starting tonight before the game. How y'all feel about the MVP being Nikola Jokic for the second straight year?
Man, I thought Embiid got robbed.
I mean, I get it, but I prefer Embiid.
Yeah, Embiid deserved it. Jokic is at home. They ain't have to do that.
Is it that order, Embiid, Jokic, or is it Embiid, Giannis, Jokic?
It's Embiid. To me, it was Embiid, Jokic, Giannis.
Okay.
You guys sure about that?
Marvin.
What's good, Mom?
I mean, that's just my perspective. I mean, they're the ones that.
Jokic had 2,000 points, 1,000 assists, and 500 rebounds, first time in history.
I mean, that's. I'm not knocking it.
Shout out Isaiah Kyrie.
He had a better year this year than he had last year.
I mean, I'm not knocking it. I mean, listen, you win either or with them, man. So the fact that Jokic won, hey, kudos to him. I feel like he deserved it. He put his team on his back, and he definitely worked with less help. So I agree with that.
Scoring, rebounding, and assists. He led the team in every real category, and he didn't have half his team with him.
That dude got Aaron Gordon.
And I agree with that.
He got Aaron Gordon and Will Barton, Marvin.
All I'm gonna say is this: I wanted Embiid to win it too, but when I looked at his stats, he got to win it, man. He a cold piece of work, brothers. He finna break Wilt Chamberlain's records for triple doubles, don't you?
Yeah, probably. But I see him and Giannis both as record breakers throughout their careers. I honestly do. Embiid, not so sure if he'll break records because I don't think he'll be a longevity guy. But Giannis and Jokic, I see them breaking records.
I don't see nobody breaking this record. He gonna break a Wilts triple double big man.
Now,
Who else gonna do?
I feel better. Number one, it's 2-2. I can fucking relax now because I've been on edge all day. Let me take this opportunity to tell y'all my story over the weekend that I didn't tell y'all because it's over now that I went through some drama. All right. First of all, hats off to the Bucks. I'm gonna cam up real quick and put this thing down. If Flight will allow me this space real quick.
Oh, yeah, you say you want the full space?
I'll take the full space so y'all can laugh at me as I tell this story. All right, y'all. So Saturday morning we did a broadcast. Flight was on with me. All Access Dex was on with me. I think Marvin, a couple of the guys, Jessica even joined. It was fun, right? We got off the air early, said we would come back later. I went downstairs feeling good, went on about my day. So I thought. I get downstairs. Well, before I go down, take my earbuds out. I go downstairs. I feel something funny. So I go to scratching my ear. I thought a bug was in it, right? So I pushed my finger to grab the bug, and it was the inside of my earphone. And I wound up pushing that shit in my ear canal and couldn't get it out on accident. So I spent the weekend with a piece of rubber inside my ear canal, irritating the shit out of me until about 3:30 this afternoon. When I had to go to a surgeon to have it removed because the ER doctor couldn't pull it out on Saturday. When I was in the car on Saturday, I was going to the hospital.
Wow.
So I might be the first person, at least on Flight Sports TV, to have surgery from podcasting. I think I can claim that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
How did you get it out, Zen?
The doctor took this instrument and she just, got it good. She was a ear, nose, and throat specialist. The emergency doctor just about killed me. Like I walked out of there like wanting to punch her ass. But bro, it was torture. But the ENT specialist today she kind of hit it once, hit it twice. She said, "All right, now buckle down. I'm gonna pull it out." And this shit hurt. So I mean, her work today hurt a little bit. But what happened on Saturday was like some of the worst pain I've ever been in my life. You never want to have something pulled out of your ear. Trust me. So
I'll tell you this, it's better to have it out than in, though, Zen.
That's what she said.
Yes.
Wow.
That would have caused an infection. You would not have wanted that to stay in you, brother.
Eventually, yeah, it would have. But
it was infection.
I just wanted to tell y'all my silly ass story, especially now that I'm in a good mood, because my elite dominant Jason Tatum had a great game tonight. What do you got to say about that, Marvin?
What he scored?
Let me take a look. I don't even know. I just watched the game. Let me take a look at the box. Tatum had 30 on 11 for 24. Didn't shoot great from 3. He was 3 for 10. Marcus Smart was 8 for 13.
Right back, fellas.
You got it. Marcus Smart was 8 for 13 for 18 points. Jaylen Brown 5 for 11 for 18. Derek White 4 for 6. Oh, Daniel Tice 0 for 5. That shit, he gotta do better. That's why he's been on the pine. For the Bucks, Giannis was 14 for 32. He had 34 points. Pardon me. Brook Lopez 6 for 11. He had 17. Drew Holiday 5 for 22. He really got shut down. 16 points. Drew Holiday had a negative 23 in this game. He is the reason that the Bucks lost this game.
I mean, they lose by.
They lost by 8 points.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great game.
No other Buck is even, Grayson Allen is a minus 10 to go along with Holiday's minus 23, but everybody else is in a decent place but them. So those two guys, between the two of them, they cost the Bucks this game easily. 5 for 22. That's ugly.
Celtics had a good game, and they tied it up. That's what they said. They needed that, brother. Great game.
This is what we call a heavyweight fight.
Yeah.
This ain't going to be no... Man, it's going to be a nail-biter to hold. This is the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
It's going down to the wire. Shout out to the chat, to the new Uncle Vern Baden. Xander, right? Celtics comeback happening. That's a fact.
I just think they need to win at home this next game so that Milwaukee doesn't have an elimination game in Milwaukee. Right? You can lose and go up 3-2 and go back to Milwaukee, and if you lose, you still got your elimination game at home. That's what I was trying to express earlier. I couldn't quite get straight. So I think it's code red for the Celtics. They need to go hard and try to go up game 5. They need to try to go up 3-2. Back to you, Flight.
You said go up 3-2 and win?
In game 5, they need to. The next game, they need to try to go up 3-2. I mean, of course, that's what they're going to try to do. But what you don't want is for Giannis to have an elimination game back in Milwaukee, because they're going to Boston now, right? And then back to Milwaukee. You don't want him to have a 3-2 lead going back to Milwaukee.
No, you don't. You definitely don't want that.
So to me, it's code red for the Celtics right now. Get in gear, stay in gear.
Right, major facts. I'm getting ready for this game. Somebody says series going 7. That's a fact. This series definitely going 7. That's one of the most entertaining series. I told people the second round was going to be crazy. Yeah. It was going to go down to the wire in the second round, and it's happening right before our very eyes.
Yeah. Is Ja out tonight?
Say what?
Ja Morant is out tonight.
Yeah,
right?
Ja's out. Yep. Ja's out with his situation. Something had happened with his knee in the last game. Let's hope that he can make a recovery so he can at least get back, because if he don't get back, we know what that means for Memphis. Memphis can't win without Ja Morant.
I'm going to step back. I'm going to stay on Flight, but I got a mic.
No, you good.
They can pull out a game, Flight. They can't win a series without him, but they can pull out a game.
You think so?
Yeah, they can pull out a game. They can give him a break. They've done it all season. Something about that team that, you lose this megastar, you go 20-4 or 20-5, something like that, 22-4. I think they were 22-5 without Ja Morant. That's incredible when you lose this kind of talent off the floor. But I think Desmond Bane is such a special player. If he's put in the dominant position as the primary scorer, he's capable of carrying you. He can score 30, 35 easily.
Easy.
Yep.
We're getting ready right now at the Chase Center. Shut up, Rap Guy Reloaded. He said Warriors in it in 5. I mean, if they do win it in 5, it was due to injury. Ja Morant, I think, would have got him another game. That was messed up, man. Let's hope that they can catch Golden State slipping. We all know Golden State, they slack a little bit. We'll see what happens. They rely on that 3 ball. Let's hopefully the 3s don't fall.
Yeah, and I'm a big fan of the less excuses, the better. So if Memphis does lose, I really don't want to hear about Ja, because they've been winning without him all year. And personally, like a lot of the complaining that's going on, I get it. People are complaining about the refs, but you ain't going to hear me complaining about refs most of the time unless it's something crazy. And I feel like, there's a lot of that going on right now, especially in the media and players in general complaining about the refs. And I know there's been some bad officiating, but have you seen it as well, Flight?
Say that one more time.
Have you seen the media complaining about the refs recently, and not just complaining about the refs, but there's some bad officiating going on?
No, you're right about that. It's tough. I haven't really seen it. I'm looking at Mike Brown right now. Right. He replaces Steve Kerr. What happened to Steve Kerr?
He's in health and safety protocols.
Oh, it's like Mike Brown. Elevated Mike Brown.
So the Sacramento Kings head coach is.
I never thought I'd see big Mike Brown get another job.
Yeah, I mean, he's head coach of the Warriors right now, acting head coach. So as crazy as it is, he's the head coach of 2 teams at the moment.
Yeah.
Your boy JJ from Ohio State, Jimmy Jacks. That boy was a beast at Ohio State, man. He was a decent pro, but at Ohio State, monster.
Who was a monster?
Jimmy Jackson.
Yeah, I remember him.
Is Dylan Brooks back for this game?
I believe so.
Yeah, there he is. There he is.
I see Draymond is in there.
They gave Draymond some act right. We're gonna see what happens.
Yeah, Draymond. Andrew Wiggins been bowling too. Give credit to Wiggins. Wiggins turning back the clock. He's starting to validate his selection.
He playing defense as well. Definitely playing good defense. I'm looking forward to watching this game after Boston and Milwaukee stressful shit. I can relax and just enjoy this one.
Right. Yeah, that was definitely some stressful shit. It was a good game. Though. We got ourselves a good one. Memphis in control of the ball at 10.
Where Access at tonight?
Shit, you know Dex will be in it, man.
Sure. Marvin, you still around?
Yeah, Marvin said he coming right back. I'm with you though. I got Memphis up 2-0.
Okay, yeah.
Shout out Rico. He said I spoke it into existence, bro. Called it. That's a fact. A little strip. Steph Curry got the rack right now. I'm at 11:27. Crossing up Steven Adams. Steph Curry corner 3. Oh, missed.
All right, I'm with you.
Yeah, Draymond Green with the ball. Klay Thompson. Klay. Missed by Klay Thompson. We got all access in the building. What's the deal, Dex?
Man.
Shout out for Sports TV. What's going on?
I said the candy man's
what the hell you got?
Yeah, I'm in the chair right now. You know what I'm saying? My boy Chucky cutting my hair.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. You're in the damn chair.
Yeah, he's a barbershop owner, a sports enthusiast, but he's scared to come on Flight Sports. He don't want that smoke.
Yeah, you know how it go.
I called the candy man's name 5 times and he popped up out of nowhere.
Exactly.
What's
So
good
what's
with you
really,
today,
what's
Dex?
really good? Who I hear on there?
Zan.
Oh, shout out Zen. I'm sorry, my brother. Shout out
That's all
Ray.
good. Oh, snap.
Yeah, we in the building.
You see, I'm in the shop right now.
Okay.
My
What you
boy
think?
Chopper over there. Chopper, when you gonna spit the freestyle on Flight Sports TV? What? When you gonna spit that freestyle? Flight, he said, whenever you're ready, Flight, you ready to step up.
It better not be ass.
Say
Yeah.
that one more time, Dex.
I said my boy Chopper said he ready to step it up and spit that freestyle on Flight Sports.
That's a fact.
It better not be ass.
You got music out.
Okay. So does Antonio Brown. I'm just so does Miles Bridges.
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm just
So what's
messing
going
with
on with John, man? He's
Sure,
out.
Yeah.
Do they stand a chance?
Yeah.
They better without him.
Wow.
For a game or two.
Chucky said they better without him.
For a game or two.
These dudes probably feel like they can stretch their legs a little bit for a game or two. And then, you know what, we kind of need that offense. Where he at?
Yeah, you got 8-2 right now, Memphis. Dylan Brooks.
And shout out to the Joker for winning MVP.
Yeah, we was just talking about that. I'm disgusted.
Back-to-back Flight. The last 2 MVPs are back to back. There's only 2 people that won an MVP in the last 4 years.
Yep. And Steph was a back-to-back. That seems to be the new standard
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
in the last
back
4
to back
years.
in the last 4 years. I mean, that's unheard of, basically. I don't ever think that happened.
Nah. But in recent years, Steph also won back-to-back.
Yeah, and Steve Nash. You know what I'm saying? These people won back to back. You know, of course, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird won 3 in a row. I think he's the only player to ever win 3 in a row.
It's like a rash now, is what I'm getting at.
But shout out to the Birdman for that. I'm talking about the real Birdman, not that Chris Anderson cat. So that's big.
Did you catch the Celtics and Bucks game, Dex?
Say that again.
Did you catch the first game with the Celtics and the Bucks?
No, I was at work. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to catch it. They had me locked in. So, what happened? I mean, did you guys talk about it already?
Well, just lightly, but
we're talking about the Boston game. That was a good one.
Yeah, it was a
Jason Tatum had a lot of heroic plays. I thought he played spectacular. You know, it was a good one. Looked like Golden State. Steph with the layup.
Old man Al Horford.
What the old man Al do?
was getting off. Yo, he
A
took
lot.
Giannis to the hole and dunked on him and elbowed him in the face and everything. Yeah, it was a great game.
So what was the results?
Celtics 116, Bucks 108.
Whoa. They won up in Wisconsin.
Yep. So we back to 0. It's a new series.
So that game 5 in Boston would be very pivotal.
Yeah,
That's what I was
that's gonna be money.
You don't want Giannis to have an elimination game at home. That would be a mistake.
And then Celtics regained the home court advantage.
Yeah, because it's 2-1.
That's big right there.
Yeah, but you can't go down.
It made
Can't
Udoka's
lose the
doing
next
his
game.
job.
Can't lose the next game, though, Dex. Can't lose that game at home. Number one,
Right.
your spirit's going to be demoralized, and then you got to go to his house.
Exactly. Game 5 is always that swing game, is that pivotal game in any 7-game series. So we seen what happened with who was that that won the game 5?
Big 3 from Jones from Memphis.
Was it the
Jones.
Suns?
From the Suns?
Who won game 5? Who just recently won game 5?
Nobody? No. They're all 2-2.
Right.
Klay
Boston won
Thompson
game
right
4.
back.
Mavericks won game 4. And Philly is still at game 3, right? No,
Philly
Philly
is
won game
2-2.
4. Yeah, Philly
Philly's
won
2-2.
game 4.
Everybody's playing game 4 tonight. Either they've played game 4 or have played game 4.
Right. Okay. Got you. This is the last one, game 4
this is
tonight.
the last game 4 tonight, and they're all 2-2.
Gotcha.
Every series
Ooh,
is 2-2.
man. See what Adam Silver have done with the NBA? You see all this parity?
Yeah, I can't complain.
That's exciting. That's exciting basketball. The NBA is fantastic.
For sure.
Yeah, we gotta sound some good basketball, man. Commercial break. And Golden State. Close one so far. Don't look like Golden State pulling away. It's even. Look like a feeling out process.
You know, it take a minute for them shooters to get going sometimes, but once they heat up,
Yeah,
do it.
that's a fact.
Do what they do.
Yeah, y'all hit that like button, man.
Yeah, definitely hit that like button. Commercial break right now. We'll be picking up with the games. Basil said Adams playing good. It's a shocking turn of events when he left New Orleans. You know, I wish he could have brought some of this to New Orleans.
Somebody TV on.
They probably have my TV.
Is that the kids watching TV?
No, that's me.
Oh, okay.
I got
the Progressive commercial.
Yeah, that's a Progressive. Yeah, I'll turn that shit down.
Man, go sit your ass down somewhere.
Yeah, I got the game on. So, what kind of dog you got?
An annoying one. No, he's a like a Jack Russell Terrier mix with something else. About 30 pounds, all energy, 100% go all the time. He's 11 years old, don't know it. He's not going to slow down. He's just going to kill over in one day. Pretty sure of that.
Wow.
One of them dogs.
Are you going to talk about your dog like that?
Say what?
Is he going to talk about your dog like that?
Bro, he's amazing. Don't get me wrong, but his level of energy, the way he goes at 11 years old, it's like, you know, you expected him to slow down by now. Nah, not this dude.
No coffee. What the hell is going on?
What y'all know about that, New York? And Chicago.
No, we gotta cut that shit off.
That's that Mobb Deep.
Yeah. But we can't have that.
What are you doing? This ain't Instagram.
Where he played Mobb Deep. Gotta cut the music off. Cut the music off, Coffee.
Is that a beach cruiser?
He doing something.
Whose bike is lit up like a Christmas tree? That gotta be his.
That's crazy. I didn't even know he drive motorcycles.
That's a bicycle.
Yeah.
That's why I said he got a beach cruiser.
Cut the music off.
Well, since he got-
to New York.
All right, well, I'm gonna just continue to clown.
Yeah. Let's continue. He won't cut the music on.
This ninja look like Major Lazer. You ever see that shit on Hulu?
Yeah.
That's what he look like right now. He look like a milk dud, like a milk dud with a hue light strip wrapped around his head.
This dude coffee out here chilling. This dude wild. This dude acting like he performing.
He look like a green M&M.
I'm trying to figure out what the hell is this all about.
This nigga flunked out the Lantern Corps.
I'm trying to figure out what the hell is this shit all about with this dude. This dude coming in with collars and shit.
Oh man, he came in with Mobb Deep, yo.
Right. I mean, I want him. That's a copyright strike.
Yeah, you can get away with that on Instagram, man. Not on YouTube. They ain't struck that deal yet. Not yet. Instagram got it going on. You can do what you want over there, but YouTube's like, nah.
Right. You can probably play like you gonna play like a few seconds of it.
Yup.
Right. I caught it just in time, man. These motherfuckers are crazy. Shout out Coffee though, man.
I can't wait for the callback. That's gonna be epic.
Yeah. This dude look like he ripping and running. Wait till you get back to the crib.
I know that was a beach cruiser though. I ain't see no motorcycle out there.
I ain't gonna lie. He got a radio attached. That shit had colors on it.
Let me find out Coffee, the dude with the bike strapped on, with the boombox strapped onto the back of his bike that ride around like that all day. Let me find out.
That look like some new hobby he adopted.
What's that, Flight?
That's that shit look like a new hobby he adopted.
Man, I thought maybe you had the what's them 3-wheeler joints called? I thought maybe you had one of them out there flashing on everybody. Not prowlers. What are they called?
Quick action. Memphis is up 15-8. I told you that you can catch him by surprise.
Yo, what's up, chat?
What's up, Ray?
What's good?
Listen,
how you doing today, bro?
I apologize, chat and panel. I've been dealing with the strongest cramp. Like I've had a calf cramp before. I've had a stomach cramp before. You know what I'm saying? I had cramps playing football before because I'm not stupid ass in stretch or not drinking enough water. But literally when the stream started, I hurried up and muted my motherfucking mic, and I've been doing it for like 2 hours right now. It's off and on. I'm relaxing right now, guys, chilling. I had the Achilles cramp.
Ooh.
That bitch is one of the worst.
I ain't never experienced that.
It feels like the blood vessel's just gonna pop and I'm done. I'm dead. That's how strong it felt, bro.
Yeah, I ain't never experienced that.
When I say it's been off and on, I literally just been trying to find a way to just calm down and just relax. I swear to God, I've been laying down for an hour and a half, bro.
Damn. Ain't nothing like a cramp.
Bro.
You'd almost rather have a broken bone than the cramp, because the broken bone, that motherfucker breaks right away. The pain and then you're okay.
You're done, right, bro.
But with a cramp,
cramp is bro.
Seem like it lasts forever.
I had to get somebody to come massage while I drink water or something, bro. That shit piss me off, bro.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh man, this is why athletes get rich and get a masseuse, bro. Oh my god, bro. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to hire a masseuse, bro. I can't do this shit no more, bro. Especially one of those cramps where it just hits you hard, man. I've never felt an Achilles cramp until today. No cap. I had a cramp. My hand before, stomach, calf. But I ain't never had a cramp in my Achilles. Boy, it felt like I couldn't even move, bro. I thought I was gonna die. It just felt like the blood vessels was getting bigger and bigger. Like it was about to just pop.
Like, time to adopt some stretching, routine. Do some yoga in the morning. Keep yourself flexible.
What?
Can't hurt.
I'm about to be on my namaste then.
Why
I'm
not?
about to be on my namaste.
Why
Namaste.
not? Help me.
You know what they be saying in that little yoga mats and junk with a little chakra?
Namaste.
Namaste.
Yeah. Namaste, my nigga.
Namaste.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Facts. You know, bro, I do that shit all. It's funny because I've been doing that shit with Spanish words too. But when I had Spanish class back in school, I be like, buenos dias, my nigga.
Why not?
Yeah, man.
So what you
I
think
heard a
about
great game going on too, man.
Yeah, what you think about tonight's results so far, Ray?
I found it understandable, but at the same time surprisable. Surprisable because I thought the Bucks. Yeah, because I thought the Bucks got it. Like I said 2 teams. I said the end of this season, if it ain't the Bulls and some other team, it should be a repeat. Suns and Bucks. And I said there's only 2 teams I feel is very, very dangerous. Giannis and the Bucks and 76ers. And 76ers, they doing a little something over there.
Yeah, they starting to sharpen up.
And Giannis, he just remains to show the man is deadly. I mean, you can build a wall, pre-build the wall. You can go on a perimeter. You can do whatever. I mean, he ain't afraid to pull a 3. He ain't afraid to pull a mid-range. He ain't afraid to take 2 steps from the half court, and somehow he ended up with a one-handed slam. The dude took 2 steps from the half court, and all of a sudden he ended up all the way to the rim. We're trying to figure out what the fuck happened. That dude is a god. He's a monster amongst them. He's a king amongst monsters, bro. That shit is ridiculous, bro.
18 rebounds with 34 points for tonight with Giannis, or for Giannis, along with 5 assists.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The man can drop 40, 15, and 13. Like, that is ridiculous, bro. If he really could, if he wanted to, bro. Oh, man. Jason Tatum did his thing.
He got 30, 13, and 5.
Oh, my. Jason Tatum with 30?
Uh-huh.
Let me read this. Jason Tatum with 35 and 13.
Al Horford with
9 and 4.
Al Horford with 30.
Al Horford, old man.
38.
Old
and
man.
3.
Oh Al, that's old Al, boy.
Oh man, Al.
We got a new guy,
Al,
bro.
right? Big A.
Boys.
Big A.
Yeah, we
What's
got a
happening,
big.
cousin?
Yeah, we got a new guy in the
What's going
building.
on, y'all?
What's good?
What's up?
Not much. My boy was telling me to come through here and
Well, where you calling from?
huh?
Where you calling from?
Pasadena, California, bro. My name's Chop.
What's up?
So what's good? You got some rounds for us today?
Man, I'll be spitting a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If that's what y'all into, you know what I'm saying?
So what kind of how can you express your rhymes? You got bars? You nice?
I got a little bit of flavor for everything, man. I'm coming from I'm fresh out of prison, bro. Just like everybody else, bro. Just trying to do something with myself. Application. For the most part.
Right.
All good, man.
Well, go ahead. Let us hear something. Oh, you got on? All right. We'll be back.
Okay.
It's all good. We'll wait until he comes back. Tell y'all, hey, y'all better tune in, man. That's what I said, dude. This ain't the first time we had a rapper pull up. I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all better tune in, man. Y'all gonna be missing stuff. Y'all gotta hit that sub, hit that like. I'm telling you, man. Y'all
get some
know.
bars with your ball.
Big facts. Anybody else that's in the chat, if you got bars yourself, man, you want to be put on a little something, you want people, the world to see you a little bit, man. You want to spit something, come on Fight Sports TV, man. Most definitely.
What's your rap name?
If you can sing too, shit.
What's your rap name? Is Rave Kingdom your rap name? You got a rap name?
No, I don't rap. I sing. I don't rap.
Everybody supposed to have
I've
a
been
rap
said
name.
that. I rap. I got the most rhythm in the world, and I cannot rap.
Ray got the mad hooks.
I can't rap for shit.
Well, your rap name is Luther Vandross.
Luther Vandross.
That's your rap.
Y'all dudes is crazy.
Rap name.
Can we get a score update?
I got 21-16. A minute and 54 seconds left in the first quarter. Steph Curry. I'm telling you, the Warriors look like they're coming out a little flat tonight. And this is what I expected. And this is how Memphis can capitalize. This is what I said. This is their only hope. We all know Golden State make mistakes. They come out flat. They give it away. So let's see if Memphis can steal this one without Ja. And then you kind of give yourself some cushion, because you tie it up. You're not in the do or die. You might could sit Ja in that next game and rely on your home crowd, So and then you give him time for that game 6 and 7. So this is Memphis know what's at stake too, So let's see what happens.
You go, John.
Y'all had an MRI and they did not release the results of that MRI. They're keeping it in-house thus far, I guess, until they have to release it. But right now, they're not releasing Ja Morant MRI.
Steph Curry with a nice little lay-in. Warriors 20, Grizzlies 24. Shot attempt by the Grizz. Doesn't go.
Yeah, Chad, Steven Adams with 4, Tyus Jones with 5, Dylan Brooks with 2, Desmond Bain with 0 and 1, Jared Jackson with 4, Kyle Anderson with 4, Zaire Williams with 5, Draymond Green with 2 and 5, Stephen Curry with 6, 2 and 2, Wiggins 2 and 1, Klay Thompson 4 and 2, Kuminga 0, 1 and 1, Poole with 2, 2 and 1, Otto Porter Jr. 0 and 1, and Kevin Looney 4 and 2. And they have yet to play Andrew Iguodala or Gary Payton yet.
Gary Payton has a broken arm, so he should be out.
He ain't, man, so.
Yeah, I was just wondering if his father was going to be there tonight, along with E40 and the typical San Francisco celebrities. Used to see the Afro guy that at Oracle all the time. I haven't seen him yet in San Francisco. I could be wrong, but usually you got E40 and a few other heads in the house. I'm looking for them tonight as well. But this Bay Area stuff, man, they ain't gonna go out easy tonight. They may start slow, but they ain't going out easy tonight. Still haven't had the pleasure of going to a game at the Chase Center. I'm gonna make that happen next year.
You got to get down there. Pause. You ever been to Staples? Well, crypto now.
Nah, that would be dope too, though.
Dex was backstage.
I'll go meet you down there one of these days, Dex. If you're listening, I will definitely fly down there. Clippers, Lakers, don't matter.
Appreciate everybody tuned into that Kid Austin. Zen, I want to appreciate you for sharing that video.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Were you able to check it out?
I haven't had time to watch the full clip yet. I'm gonna make sure I do.
Okay. How did you see? Did you see the video?
No, I only just a little bit. I haven't really sat down and watched it because I got distracted dealing with all this.
I forgot you were dealing with a lot of things. My fault.
Yeah, I couldn't sit still for too long, to be honest with you. But it's definitely saved. And I'm gonna watch it. But I understand you and I talked about the story and what it all means. So I got the context, but I need to fill in the blanks, get the details.
We got ourselves a 24-20 game right now, ladies and gentlemen. Salute to everybody.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What's up, Ray?
All right. This is my biggest question to people, right?
Sure.
People say Melo's this. He's a point guard. Zoe's a point guard.
Yeah.
Melo's already on his team. Zoe's already on his team. Jello has to prove this. Jello has to prove that. Zoe's this. Zoe's that. Melo's this. Melo's that. Right.
Yeah.
The possibility of them being together, it's low to zero. why y'all trying to push it to happen? La 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 la. Right. So my thing is, and also, it's how it won't work. So my thing is, why are they so afraid for it to happen? You get what I'm saying? If it's so many questions and ifs about Zoe, so many questions ifs about Melo, so many questions ifs about Jello, and all y'all want to do is tell us how bad they're at some things, and tell us how putting them three won't win nothing. Then why are they so afraid to put them together?
Well, you got to
Why are
have
they doing everything possible to make sure that they're separate?
You got to have an owner that's willing to do it, and you got to have contracts that are available at the right time and place, and you got to have situations that warrant the player leaving the team as well. So, LaMelo is definitely in his first contract. Lonzo's in his second, right? He's not in his
Right.
rookie contract anymore.
What I'm saying is, let's say a team wanted to do it. Why are they so afraid for it to happen?
I don't know if it's fear. What tells you it's fear?
Why it's fear?
Yeah. What tells you that it's fear?
I find it fear because they don't want a certain guy, aka LeVar Ball, to be right. Especially when they always put it out to him to be this loudmouth. He doesn't know what he's talking about. And
shout out to the panel. Shout out to Rave. Shout out to everybody
What's
in the
happening,
chat.
Belize?
Hey, what's up, guys? Yo, Rave, I just wanted to jump in real quick to just tap in with what you were saying. I'm actually playing Far Cry right now. I'm in a mission. This shit is crazy. But I wanted to check in on this basketball. But then you brought up this topic about the Zoe. So I was like, hold on, let me just jump in and let him understand why they scared. All right. Basically, bro, I feel like no team had a chance to actually put it together, put all of them on a team. The only time we actually seen that it was actually possible was last season with the Hornets. So the Hornets could have made the move on it. For whatever reason, they punked out. I feel like they didn't want to give LaMelo that much power on the team so early. Coach, like, because of like things like players like LeBron, who came in the NBA and kind of just like turn up a franchise or whatever. So Jordan wasn't trying to have that. So that's why I feel like he didn't do it, which is the same reason why he didn't bring Jello up to the Hornets as of yet. I do see it happening because you can't deny it. Like they're all going to be free agents at one point, and if they all really want to play together, they're going to make it happen. So
right,
it's just timing. I feel like that's the best way to put it. It's just timing. This season, though, I do believe I'm going on record again to say that we will see Melo and Jello on the Hornets. If not, Jello would definitely go to the Bulls with Zoe. That's my take.
I just say that again, your man has injury problems, and some people may or may not be interested in signing somebody that has injury problems. And if they didn't at this point, can you argue with them?
That's true too.
I feel it.
So I don't, I'm not taking one side or the other. Y'all could be 100% right, but I tend to lean away from,
The conspiracies.
I didn't want to say that word, but
I feel you.
Yeah, I tend to lean away from them until somebody puts something smack dab in my face, and I'm like, oh, you mother, that's different.
And if you look at it from that angle, right, that's fair because Jello's been injured a lot too, right? Like he's always been injured ever since. So we didn't get a healthy Jello. Even in the summer league, it was reports saying that he got hurt, right? So all of those things is like, all right, do we risk it? We don't know yet. And I also feel like the league is changing. Right now, a lot of the popular stars, they're kind of fading out. So with them fading out, it's going to be this new era of players in basketball where Jello and all of them just going to fit right in. Like, it's just going to be right in.
It changed the guard time, no doubt about that.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt about that. And it's really the end of LeBron James' reign. His 20-year reign is over. Steph Curry's not looked at as an unstoppable force. Giannis is still on the ascent. He has a chance to establish himself as the next Michael Jordan if he wins this title and a Finals MVP.
That's a great argument.
So you know, it's up in
Shout
the
out
air right
Ball
now.
Facts.
That dominance is up in the air right now.
Yeah,
And it's
that's
just
why.
gonna be a battle.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to bring it up because it just felt a little iffy to me, man. It's like I'll sit up here and hate on a dream, and then you talk about the blah blah blah. If you put all three, it won't work. They won't win. Then how about you just try them? You get what I'm saying?
Nah, I
Like,
get all of that, bro. But
like,
like you
like
said,
if I'm just saying, like, if some dudes, all I'm saying is, like, I got my squad, right? Actually, matter of fact, we do. I got my squad. I got a court where I live. Okay, if some dudes to say, hey, we gonna pull up and we gonna take y'all off the court. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, let's do it. So if we're saying get Jello, Mello, and Zoe together and watch what happens, and you afraid to go let it happen, why y'all afraid to let it happen? Then? Y'all talk the most shit
nah,
about
I
how
feel
they
like
ain't this, they ain't that,
it's not
but you
really
afraid to let it happen.
it's not really basketball, Rave. You know, in
Right.
honesty, in my opinion, it's a lot to do with the business, bro. Like imagine this, right? Imagine this. All three of them on the same team, right? And all three of them is top jersey sales. Like, look how that affected the bit. Like, you know what I mean? The business of things. Like, they don't want that. Like, they don't want. NBA don't want to deal with that. Like,
Maybe Jordan feels like he got the golden goose, so why does he need the other two?
or no, or he could dictate to get the other two when it's time.
Because LaMelo is the golden goose.
Yeah, he's the one of one. He's the one. So now it's we're gonna work Jello up. We're gonna make sure Jello is everything he's supposed to be. It could be old school for them.
I hope they are drilling him and getting him ready, and he comes out in that Charlotte uniform next year and whoops ass. I honestly hope for that. But if he doesn't, I'm not gonna blame Michael Jordan.
You said if it doesn't, you're not gonna blame Michael Jordan?
If he doesn't, I'm not gonna blame Michael Jordan. No.
So who would you blame if he doesn't make it to a Hornets team? Who takes the blame for that?
Well, I believe in personal responsibility. So if he doesn't make it, I would blame it on him. I would say it's your responsibility, your fault. You weren't good enough. If you're good enough, you will go to another team and you'll show him.
Then there's that.
Here's my thing. How can you show another team how great you are when you get 1 minute a game?
Nah, it's not about that no more. You can't see that narrative too, Rave. You gotta like end that, right? Because even with the 1-2 minutes a game, he showed that he's productive. Like Jason Tatum came out and said that he's going to make a team. He's productive. He should be on a team. So people's coming out and saying these, not saying that like they calling a bluff or whatever, but I'm saying like everybody knows he deserves to be on a team. So I think personally why he didn't leave the Hornets or make a rift is because he didn't want to cause no problems or try to burn any bridges. You know what I mean? It's still early. So it's like, let me just chill. Like, you know what I mean? Same thing with Melo. Melo ain't do nothing until like the end of the season when he came out and really he could have said that early in the season and things probably would have changed up.
What you talking about, Blaze?
I'm saying where Melo came out on the press and saying like he was promised certain things, he won his number, all of these things.
Yeah.
He felt like that the whole season. So he could have, but he waited till the end of the season to get that off. So it's like, oh, now in the offseason, this is what y'all got to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like the same thing with Jello. So like, all right, I'm going to ride out this G League thing. Yeah, they give me bum minutes. But behind the scenes, we don't know what work is putting in. Like, he's probably getting good drills in, you know, it's like, yo, next year you're going to be on the team. Next year, you could probably be our rookie of the year. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he didn't play no NBA game yet. So he still has that eligibility to become a rookie of the year.
Yeah, well, if anybody didn't check it out yet, everybody need to go check out Ball Facts' new video, The Prophecy, When, Where, and How, LaMelo and Lonzo and LiAngelo. You know the rest. You understand? They didn't stop nothing. They only delayed it. Y'all better go check that out. It's on the streets right now. It's hot, too. It's Flight Sports.
Yeah, man. Ball Facts be coming with some great content. I just checked out one of his videos earlier today where he was just giving a story on the when they did the pop-up shop. And I thought that was pretty cool, like, you know what I'm saying? Just to hear things like how things happen from the backside, like, you know what I mean? Like Cause I'm similar to him too. Like I don't like to especially that's why I feel like my blog, like I need to get on YouTube more and do my vlogs and stuff, because like I'm not the type that like to record everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I be so in the moment, I be into
Yeah,
it. I be going, you know what I'm
bro.
saying?
That's bro. Listen to me.
And it's like,
You're
damn,
speaking nothing but facts, bro. If I could record it about
yo, I'm
half the
trying
things
to,
I've done in life, bro.
yo, I'm
Oh
telling
my
you.
god, dude.
Let me give y'all some advice. When you get your shit set up right, and that shit strikes you, you can run right to it.
Yeah.
Right. My recording rig is 2 seconds away. So if I'm sitting here and I'm watching something and the idea hits me, boom, I'm right in front of the camera as quick as possible.
Right.
That's how I do it. I don't plan
Nah,
my
yeah, you
shoots.
motivation, Zen. You motivation. You know, we talked on the phone, you
Yeah.
know, off wax, and you know what I mean. I definitely took what you said, you know what I mean, and was like, yeah, I'm gonna try to apply it, you know, and just get things done, because it does make a lot of sense. And me personally, I don't know if I told you guys, you know, y'all, my brothers here is on this panel, so you know, I talk to y'all like open book. So next month I'm going back to Belize, and I'm going out there for 2 months. So that's when I really want to take my channel and really put it on YouTube and like really, because I'll be training my daughter out there, like, you know what I mean? I'll be with my wife, I'll be with my son. So it's like I really want to show Belize and basketball and, you know, that type of energy. So I got some cool plans for my channel this summer, man. I think it's gonna be great. Keep in mind my daughter rock only MBO one, so she'll be training in all her MBO one. So we're gonna be doing it up, man. Like my wife is MBO one out too, so we're gonna be definitely doing them up on the basketball side. And I'm excited to try to put something together for the people, man.
That's what's up, Belize.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
shout out to
man.
Slim. I don't quite remember fully, but I thought he told me that he went to that pop-up shop up in
Chicago or New Orleans.
No, that pop shop they did in Montero or
Charlotte.
something like that. They did in
Canada.
No.
You said Montreal.
No, I'm trying to think.
28,
What's
22
the
in this
name,
second.
man? Toro.
Yeah. Yo, hold on. Question. Zen. How was I never.
Antonero or something like that. Antonero in California. That's how you say it?
I just want to ask Zen,
Ontario.
Ontario, yeah.
Ontario. Oh,
yeah.
they got Ontario in Canada too. But they
Ontario Airport in California. That's outside of LA, on the west side of LA.
That's a fact. That's
East
kind of
side
like
of LA, my bad. East side.
That's kind of
shout out to Slim.
going up towards
He
San
said that
Bernardino.
he was there.
Yeah, out San Bernardino County.
Yep. That's close to Chino Hills too. That's the airport.
That's very close to Chino Hills.
Yeah. Yo, how was the trip with your daughter and all that?
It was great.
It was great, yeah.
Amazing time. Birthday girl.
Yeah.
But I wanted to show y'all something, man. This camera I'm on, can you tell the difference between this camera and my usual camera very much?
Nah.
All right, I bought this camera. It's a Logitech 720 camera. I bought it for $12 on Amazon. 2 days ago. $12.
I believe it.
For a webcam. So it's not just, the point I want to make is it's not just the camera, it's your computer too. Invest in your computers and your cameras will work better. Yeah. That's all.
My man Zen.
The phones cameras be getting good, man. They start using their phones.
Phone cameras are getting good. I got a way to do that too. Use the phone
especially
as a webcam.
If you like iPhone, if you plus iPhone 10, like iPhone X and up, bro, you alright with the camera, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, but I'm saying it's got so good where even the Android is starting to get better, like really good.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing people been sleeping on. Android cameras and Google cameras always low key been better than Apple.
Yeah, Android cameras are better, no doubt about it.
Like I'm not even trying to you know what I mean. I'll get paid for Apple.
Crazy.
I mean,
they are. I've seen it. They are. I own an Apple, and I've seen it.
I mean, we know what the iPhones is for. The bitches.
Exactly.
If we let's keep it 100. Android is actually for phones. If you really think about it, iPhone is for like social media and the bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's really, you don't really use an iPhone for a phone. Like, you
for
get
work
what I'm saying?
at all.
Like, you really think about it. That's why you gotta have 2 phones. I got an Android and an iPhone, so you gotta get it right.
I got 2 phones, one for the bitches and one for the phones.
That's my nigga.
You got Belize out here singing.
I'm on ring, ring,
Nah,
ring.
it's good energy
I'm
tonight,
on
man.
ring,
It's good
ring, ring.
energy tonight. What up?
Yeah.
What up, boy? Flight.
Hey, listen,
30-24 right now.
well, you got to be a G to understand that song. Like, oh God.
My boy got the Knicks hat on. That's what I like to see.
Oh yeah, you know we got plenty fitted.
Nah, I be knowing you always switching up the hat game.
Yeah, we got about 30, 40 fitteds. My man.
I'm a real New Yorker, boy.
It's facts. Sitting here watching the game.
Oh,
I see you.
I don't got no
I'm rocking a snapback tonight, but
I'm sorry.
What's that, Portland on your head over there?
For sure.
All right.
I'm here.
Some Jailblazers. Rocking the Dame Lillard. To
go shout out Ball Facts.
Got the Dame Lillard jersey shirt to go with.
All right.
I like representing the
Yo,
whole team.
you remember when he had scored what was that point he scored in the bubble? It was like 60 something points. Lillard.
Yo, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat.
Yeah.
I know he went off, but he's had a lot of games like that, so it's hard to track.
Yeah, but anyway, it was when he had did that, they had dropped all his sneakers on Adidas for the price of how much points he had. I think it was 64 or 54, something like that. I forgot. But that shit was crazy. I was like, yo, all his sneakers were on sale.
Yeah, I missed that promo.
Yeah, that was a cool one. You got any of his kicks though?
Yeah, I got 4 pair right now. One's ready to go.
We talking about MB1s?
No, we talking about Dames.
My favorite ones, I either gotta get them reconditioned to get a new pair, but I love them. And then I got 3 other pair too.
Nice.
Hey, we got an update. Grizzlies 30, Warriors 26, Adams with 4 and 6, Tyus Jones was 7, 3 and 3, Dylan Brooks with 2, 3 and 2.
He large over here, man.
Jackson with 6, Bane with 0.
Yeah, I got some.
Melton 0. 5, Zaire Williams, Brandon Clark 2, 3 and 1. Kyle Anderson 4, 1 and 2. Second quarter, 5 minutes to go. Draymond Green with 2 and 8. Clay with 6 and 5. Andrew Wiggins with 4 and 2. Steph Curry with 6, 2 and 2. Kuminga 0, 1 and 1. Jordan Poole 4, 2 and 2. Otto Porter Jr. 0, 2 and 1.
She met with Don, and they met somewhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's your update.
All right.
Man, I really think though this is gonna be a series though. I think this is gonna be a cool series. The Warriors is gonna come out though and respectfully to the Grizz. The Warriors gonna come out. Grizz is not ready for this right now. And the Warriors is gonna take out the Suns too, in my opinion.
Word.
You're gonna see them in the finals again. Hey, who they gonna see? What's up with that Boston series? I haven't really been keeping up with that one.
I don't know, but if let's say Giannis gets to the finals and it's Golden State,
bro, you already know why.
Then
the Patriots been on ice cold lately. Nobody worried about no Patriots.
If that was to happen,
ever since LeBron,
it's definitely changed the guard.
Ever since Tom Brady left, the boys are done.
But now that would be crazy though, right? If Giannis go against Curry in the finals,
yep, that would be changing the guard complete at that point. Yep. The way the Warriors dynasty, and it's a wrap. Steph Curry would likely not win again if they can't win this year.
And then what makes it crazy for that? They won't. But if Curry was able to pull it off and get Finals MVP, that would secure his legacy in a different way. Do you agree?
Yeah, that would secure his spot for sure. I would put him, as a point guard. He's top 10, top 20 as a point guard, but of course, as a shooter, number 1.
Right.
I would put him as a top 10 point guard if he wins a final MVP.
You'll put him in a top 10? I'll put him in top 10 regardless. I feel like if he get a finals MVP as a point guard, I feel like that's the lane where you gotta put him in that respectfully top 5.
Top 5 of all time? Or top 5 point guard?
Top 5 point guard. Okay.
You got 35-28 right now.
I can respect that.
Quarter.
Yeah, 20. Because all right, if he get a Finals MVP now, right? He already got 3 rings, so that would be a 4th ring and then a Finals. That's crazy.
And people
He's
predict
the first
ever
unanimous. He got to be top 5 point guard. You know, if you get a Finals MVP, in my opinion.
Who?
Steph
That's like,
don't need all that to be solidified. He already solidified. He can't do
well,
nothing more. He can't do nothing more to be no more high than we are. Cause
I
you think
disagree. And I
Steph
feel like that's I disagree, bro. And I feel like that's the missing piece to it right there is the Finals MVP for Stephen Curry. And the reason why is because when he choked in the finals numerous times. He's been to the finals 4 times and he choked a couple of times where other players helped him bail out. And
all right, well, let me ask you this: Would you put Chris Paul in the top 5 point guards all time?
No.
Who? Chris Paul?
Not unless you get a ring. If you get a ring,
Yeah.
that would change it.
Maybe I ain't gonna lie. Chris Paul make a lot of silly mistakes, but you gotta be real, man. He might be top 5 all time. You gotta see what he did.
With no ring. Hold on. With no ring.
With no ring.
Listen,
definitely with no rings.
Number 2.
Wow. When it comes to just ranking,
you mean top 5 players?
No, point guard of all time.
You judge players like LeBron and Jordan and Kobe.
You said point guard. Wait, you said point guard of all time?
He's still gonna be a top 5 point guard, I believe.
Yeah, like Chris Paul can only thing Chris Paul can do is make his rankings among people go higher, but he ain't gonna go no lower than he is. Same thing with Curry. Curry can't go no higher because at the end of the day, even if he do win a Finals MVP in the ring, you always gonna think of Curry and the Warriors. He can't go no lower because he changed the game. So like, I mean, a ring to do that.
I agree.
I get all that, but I get all of those points, right? But then we talking about point guards, right? Top 5. So you saying you put in Chris Paul over Jason Kidd, John Stockton, who don't got a ring neither. A Steve Nash. Who else was like? You mean Isaiah Thomas?
No, but I'm not putting him over Isaiah Thomas. I put him over Jason Kidd. I'll put him over Nash. I'll put him over John Stockton. Yeah, like some of these players that we name as top point guards don't even need to be in the conversation as top point guards, because when you look at the point guard position, you look at how they're running the team and what they're doing for their team. As far as being a point guard, like what Chris Paul need to prove, like he did exactly what he's supposed to do as a point guard. He makes the team better.
The definition of a point guard.
No, I get
like
that, but he didn't take them, but he didn't win the dance yet. We need to dance. We need to win.
But no, but listen, you don't need to win. You don't need to. Rings don't determine if you're a better player than the other person. Jordan may have the most rings, but there's people who still argue LeBron. There's a reason for that.
Yeah, well, whoever argued that LeBron talks is different. But me, I personally, like I say, I just feel like for that top 5 with no ring as a point guard for me is just top 10 for sure.
Hold on.
We're talking about just basketball players.
What do you mean by top 5? Like all time or just top 5 in
top
like
5, point guard.
With like now or all time?
All time.
Top 5 all time.
Nah, he's not in there. No.
Cousy.
No, he's not. Even take away a Bob Cousy. He still don't even make top 5 all time. He was definitely not higher than no damn Magic Johnson. He definitely not higher than no Isaiah Thomas. He definitely not higher than no Oscar Robertson.
I hate when y'all do this. Y'all naming everybody that you would probably most likely put in front of him. And when you name them lists off, then you get stuck at 2 or 3 when it comes to point guards. Why Chris Paul can't slide in?
I wasn't gonna stop. I wasn't even
y'all don't name team people. Then say he's not better than team people. Y'all name 2 or 3 people
he's
not better than them.
Okay, hold up. How am I supposed to read down my top 5 when you cut me off?
Point guards.
I was just about to name of you. Stop cutting me off.
You cut him off.
You cut me off. The hell? Magic Johnson, I got as number 1 of all time. That's very simple. Isaiah Thomas, I'm throwing out there. Okay, number 3, Oscar Robertson. It's not going to happen. Penny Hardaway. I'm sorry. That's my guy.
You got me there, bro.
I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done.
Oscar Robertson.
I'm not done. I mean, it's just mine. It's just mine. Calm down. It's mine. Calm down. It's just mine.
Penny Hardaway.
Can you calm down? It's mine. I put Penny Hardaway because I like tall point guards. Calm down. It's just mine. Everybody has their own. I got Iverson as well. Okay, I don't like short dudes. I feel like short point guards is for me. I feel like it's a disadvantage every time. Honestly, to me,
I get
I don't even have.
that, Ray. We
I
ain't
don't
talking
even
about
have.
size. We talking about just point guard position.
Yeah, I always
Like
like a
big
point guard
point
with
guard.
size. Any point guard that got size is always a
We're
winner
not
for me
building a team.
because
We're
I
not
feel
building a
like
team.
here's what I'm saying. Like I feel like a point guard with size is always important because if you got a point guard that can do the same thing that a 5'7" point guard, that means I could put that taller point guard in any type of pick and roll situation on defense. He can grab rebounds and he can hold himself on. If
Ray,
I
we
put
ain't
like
building a team.
a small point guard out there and they try to like let's say LeBron or somebody, they set a screen and they just put that the fifthless little point guard and just ice on him because they know good well they can big body him. I never liked that. I'm being
I
honest.
want to ask you a question. No injuries. Look, hold on. Hold on. Let me ask you a question.
No, but he's
no
accomplished so
involved.
much.
No injuries involved.
I put Isaiah Thomas because he accomplished so much. You know what I'm saying?
Look, no injuries involved. Is Chris Paul better than Deron Williams?
You're looking at them chips he got, and then you're looking at the stats.
No. I'm saying he I mean that too, but he accomplished though stats too. The man has played all-time defense, played both sides of the ball, and especially playing both sides of the ball, you're going to get that's a plus.
Go look at Isaiah Thomas stats versus Chris Paul stats.
I'm pretty
and
sure.
I don't even go based off stats.
But this is what I'm not going to say, right? But what Isaiah Thomas done for the game at that time is kind of like what Chris Paul is doing for the game now. So it's very
different. Like,
and he won back-to-back championships.
Right, the game is right. The game now is more threes and more spread it out and less tough. So it's going to be different. I mean, I bet Chris Paul's stats is better than his.
And remember, he had to beat Larry Bird. And he had to beat Jordan to then beat Magic Johnson. Like, Isaiah Thomas was battling, bro. Like,
I'm not saying.
I get all that, but
I'm pretty sure Chris
Paul choked against the Bucks. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, he didn't win it all yet. To say like, but if he win it all, I told like if he even make the finals this year, right? I say, all right, cool. Like. He could go in that route because he took a team to a champ. He took the same team twice to the championship, whether he win or lose.
Look, I mean, I'm looking at Isaiah.
That's
Thomas.
like John Stockton to me. My fault.
I'm looking at Isaiah Thomas stats, man. I mean, not stats, but well, I do have his stats up pulled up here too. But
you know why that's
unfair? This man's
ridiculous. Especially for a lot of younger people like y'all, right? Or myself, so as well or whatever. How we'll throw Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and all that in there just because the older folks tell us. We kind of lived through Chris Paul making mistakes in the playoffs. We ain't lived through a lot of like Oscar Robertson, what they've been through.
Right.
So but they got a ring. And Isaiah Thomas got Finals MVP.
See, that's the
twice.
thing. You can't judge. You can't say top 5 point. Like, okay, they put John Stockton in the top 10 all the time, right? But he ain't got no ring.
That's why I said Chris Paul.
I mean, I wouldn't put no John Stockton in no top 5.
That's what I said. Chris Paul is top 10 too.
How many chips Oscar Robertson got?
Oscar Robertson, how many chips?
One, right?
One chip, right?
I think he got one.
Chip.
Yeah,
one.
And
what year was that? What year was that?
That was like in the 70s with Kareem.
Like and who been on that team with him when he won that?
I think it was the big man. Was it Walt or
the same big man Magic Johnson had?
Yeah, same big man. Yeah, Kareem. Yeah.
Okay.
When is Chris Paul?
Here's CC right here. But look at it. Listen. This dude.
No. Don't do that. Chris Paul has some solid plays, bro.
Listen, hold on.
You talking about solid versus a phenom? You talking about
wait. Hold on. Listen, Oscar Robertson is only a one-time champ, but he is a 3-time MVP. Like, I mean. Here's
early 70s. Name everybody in the early 70s that you know of that you would be like, if it ain't for Oscar Robertson,
but look, you're not going to disrespect that. Hold on. Walt Frazier's a better point guard than Chris Paul.
Right. I mean,
if you go back to the 70s, right? That's what I'm saying. Top 5 of all time.
Y'all just picking names out of hat based off what.
No, I'm not. No. Walt Frazier. What Walt Frazier did for the Knicks in the 70s, as a point guard, you
What
got
did
to.
he do? What did
Right.
You got to
Panic.
name.
I don't panic. I don't
And
He
how
led
much
them.
rings is that?
why you feel like
How much rings is that?
panic.
How much rings is
He
that?
got two. He got two.
I get
Okay, so
hold
two rings,
on.
right?
Panic.
So as cool as Steph Curry should be in y'all top two.
No, but he didn't get the finals MVP.
Crazy.
He's not.
That's crazy.
I said that though. I said that.
Logic wise, what y'all saying?
No, I wouldn't put Steph Curry too high because we have so many point guards who play both sides of the ball. That's what I would rank Curry.
Okay, that's a two-way point guard. It don't matter how many sides of the ball you play.
Okay,
they
please.
change the game.
Here's what I'm saying. Okay. Yes, we can use rings, but at the same time, I'll also use their careers. I know good and well Kyrie could have done more on the other side of the ball. Let's say guys who wasn't all that good on defense, but I know they put an effort on defense at least. You get what I'm saying? So, and I don't know. I'm not saying no one's the same. I'm a young guy, and I haven't seen a lot of everything, but I've come to realize, like, I have more respect for older players. And history. It's almost like why you can't believe that we actually care about some of these old guys. You know what I'm saying? I respect
Shout out
both
Juju.
sides of the ball. You get what I'm saying?
It's not about me not believing you, Ray. It's all about you. You put in players that you've never seen, can't tell me anything about, can't tell me the context of their career over somebody that you literally seen play for the last 10 years. You old enough to see it.
So then how about this?
I can.
So then how about this? If we do it like that, right? If we do generation, if we just keep it generation,
you bring up Oscar Robertson and now Magic Johnson, but both of them had all-time best center on the team.
Dude, what are you talking about? I just said I could have ran them all off, but you stopped me every time.
Scratch all that. If we just do new generation, Chris Paul is in top.
Dude, I literally said, hold on. I literally just said I could run down all these point guards and you cut me off.
But if we
you finished already. Okay, we passed it.
But look, if we running off the point guard for the last 22 seasons, right? From 2000 to 2022, Chris Paul got to be in your top 5.
Come on, man,
and a lot of y'all
I got Gilbert Arenas up there too, bro.
That's crazy.
Thank you, Chuck. I got Gilbert Arenas up there too, bro.
Yeah, all of that too. But Chris Paul got to be in that top 5.
Gilbert Arenas in your top what? Say that dumb shit again. You got Gilbert Arenas where?
He plays both sides of the ball. I mean,
that's crazy. So you got
I never said
where you got him at.
Nigga, I'm not. Did I say he's top 5? No, I'm just saying.
Ray. What's your top 5 then? Ray, what's your top 5 from 2000 to 2022? Top 5 point guards. Everybody take a shot at it.
From who?
Top 5 point guards from 2000 to 2022.
I wouldn't even try to put him on a spot like that because that's down. He might have to think about after 2 or 3, so I wouldn't even knock him for not having a solid one in.
My solid. If it was me, I do my top 5. I would have to put Curry number 1 for this era. I will put Curry number 1, point guard wise, right? You're saying point guard. I would say Curry 1. I would say I would have to put Chris Paul at number 2. We saw in 2000. I would put Tony Parker. I'll put Tony Parker 3.
Tony Parker was nice. Yeah, he was nice.
I'll put Tony Parker at 3.
He was nice. We got Nash up there too.
And Nash is a back-to-back MVP winner, and you iffy about that. That's why I say about
because I'm trying to be fair. I'm trying to be fair to all the point guards that's in it. So you're right. Nash would deserve a 4th or 5th spot.
Argument now. Y'all can't change the rules based on players.
You're right.
Y'all can't say chips matter, but then say chips don't matter.
Because to be honest, right? Those MVP seasons for me those was Kobe MVPs, my opinion though. But I get
one of them.
Honestly, honestly, bro, there's really not a good or bad answer because when you look at the newer generation of players like Steph and Curry, Kyrie Irving. They play in a system that's more changed, more advanced. Like the game is even still evolving.
Nah, that's
So I
crazy.
mean,
Nah,
I
that's
mean,
crazy.
that's why. That's why
Yo,
You
I.
Buffalo,
gotta
but who is
you can
that?
That's why
That's
I
no
only
listen.
limit
All
down
I'm
there.
saying.
play
This. All I'm saying.
My fault,
That's
my
why
fault.
control
Wait,
your
who's
team
that?
and
Who is
you
that
can't
challenging
use
us?
that.
That's what I'm saying. I take both. I take both perspectives when I choose who I want to have. So my favorite shooting guard, point guard, small forward, power forward. I'm looking at the careers, what they played in. If a guy did what he did and accomplished what he accomplished in a more tougher position, let's say the West, the tough West, and then you give me a guy that got less accolades and he played in the easy East, it's just like it's
But
kind of
it ain't always
probably
been
easy
like
East is
that though.
probably
Like everybody play everybody at the end of the day. Home conference 3 to 4 times a season, and you play the other conference 2 times. So all that East being tougher and the West being that only matter in the playoff getting to the finals.
yeah, yeah, right. That doesn't matter in the playoffs, but I mean, the point. I mean, whether that doesn't matter in the playoffs, I mean, we can't deny that there is a different East. There is a strong East or a strong West. Like this year it's a stronger East than a West. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're right. I'm not disagreeing. You're right. The
No, I
playoffs
feel
I
like
don't
mean,
matter.
it's
I
a
would
more
make the
defensive
argument
East.
that it's more stronger teams in the East left in the playoffs than there is in the West.
That I'm right. I'm not arguing. Because you're right. The playoffs, it doesn't matter. I'm not arguing that. No. But we can't act like the East wasn't stronger than the West
So
this
who
year. You know
Oscar
what I'm
Robertson
saying?
been beating? Who Oscar Robertson been playing? Who he had to fight and battle through to where you feel like, yeah, he had to go through a lot of stuff, so he got to be top 5. Because anytime somebody young say like they name older players, I know it comes directly from them just listening to analysts.
Well, see,
But
that's
they
why.
not going to
That's
admit
why
it. They gonna
again.
say, "Oh no,
All
I
right,
watched old clips."
and see, and that's why again when I was hesitant on Steve Nash, it wasn't because I didn't believe in his accolades, right? I just felt like a Chris Paul did his accolades better than he did. Because then when you talk about point guards, we got to add even Westbrook in this top 5 from 2022. Because what Westbrook did was dominant.
Exactly, and that's
So it's
him
not a knock
averaging
to
a
Steve
triple double
Nash, point
4
guard
or 5 years,
wise.
3 or 4 years in a row. I mean,
Exactly.
now I say it's like somebody can easily say, you know what, like Russ Westbrook, a top 5 point guard all time. I ain't gonna have an argument with it. I wouldn't put him like
Yeah.
top 5, but I wouldn't have an argument because if that's something like you don't see point guards making not making but getting triple
Yeah, having
doubles,
triple
averaging
doubles.
that
Yeah.
for multiple seasons.
Yeah. Oscar Robertson
Like you
did it
don't see
once.
that. Yeah, he did it.
That
The
right there,
first ever to
that
do
right
it.
there,
Point guard.
but that right there is my point right there.
But he did
People
it
can give an
once.
argument, like you said, people give a strong argument why Russell Westbrook is the top 5 point guard of all time. But at the same time, I'm not going to put him in my top 5 because I know dudes who I just felt like, for me, accomplished and did better. And I just felt like they had
But
a
they
better
haven't.
brand of basketball compared to Russell Westbrook. Like Kyrie Irving, I bet you they could put a strong argument with Kyrie Irving. But I'm going to
I
choose who
wouldn't.
I feel like, to me,
Right. I
is the
wouldn't
best
either,
brand
but
or
some
strong
people would
basketball.
though. Some people would. I wouldn't either though. I definitely wouldn't put him in the top 5 from
And you know
2000 to
why? I wouldn't even put
2022.
Iverson in the top 5 because when I think about point guards, I don't think about point guards like Iverson, point guards like Kyrie Irving. I don't think of
Right.
combo guards or scoring guards. I think about literally the point guard position, not
Right.
how they do now where they say position
Mhm.
in basketball. I talking about literally a point guard.
Right.
Yeah, like I brought
So
up
we just talk about just
I brought
strictly
up
point guards.
Iverson
I
because it
could have
was
said
just.
Magic Johnson because y'all don't see so much highlight. But you're
I
not gonna
mean,
say Oscar
I
Robertson
brought
and
up
all that. Like
Iverson
that's the 70s,
because
early 70s at that.
I'm saying Oscar Robertson off the strength of my history of basketball, like that's where of all time. If we're saying just all generational, he got to be above a lot of the younger generations
But
just off
why?
of history of the
because I
game.
mean
Why?
because let's say we seen not one drop of film on him, even though I seen some film on him. But let's say I seen not one drop of film
I
on him,
see
right?
plenty film on him.
Right,
So
right. Let's say
I personally,
I know. Word. I'm just saying.
I'm saying,
Let's say we seen no drop of film on him. His accolades alone is heavier than a lot of niggas.
Not Russell
We were
Westbrook.
keeping it a brand.
Not Westbrook.
Not Russell
that,
Westbrook.
right? But
What
Not
not
Russell.
Russell
Westbrook got
Westbrook.
more.
The man Oscar
Westbrook got
Robertson
more
got rings. That
MVPs,
beat
more
his
All
shit
Star.
easily.
No, like he just don't got the ring.
but the
Russell
ring
Westbrook
does
don't
play a
got the
role though.
rings. That's what I'm saying.
But no, to me, I don't feel like you need. You can have 0 rings and still be considered one of the top players in your position ever.
Oh, for sure. I mean, yeah.
It's tough. It's tough.
I mean,
it's tough.
It's not
It's
tough.
tough.
It's not
It
tough.
is tough.
It
Because
is
every
tough.
other
It's really
position,
tough.
every other position has multiple. Every other position has multiple rings. Who is a great player? Who could top that player?
I'm gonna give you a hypothetical, right? Let's say you from Colorado. You live in Colorado. The best player in the state of Colorado, in the high school or whatever like that, he don't go to college. He just be like, you know what, like I don't play basketball no more. He's still the best, right? Regardless if he go to college or the NBA or not. He still would be the best in your eyes. He wouldn't be the best. He wouldn't be the best basketball player you know if he just decide not to go pro or not to go college.
No, he wouldn't be because you didn't take your skills and show that you're better than the best. You didn't take it and play against the best. And
no, I'm talking about in Colorado. If a
doesn't matter. You gotta take, if you're the best, you're gonna go against the best. So that means you're gonna take your talent from Colorado to go all the way to the NBA and play against the best and beat the best.
No,
and
listen
then,
to what I'm saying. Amongst Colorado players, if he's the best player you ever seen, and he just decide I'm not going to college, but the second best player, the third best player in Colorado, they go further, regardless of what kind of career they have. You wouldn't still be like, yeah, I mean, they've been good, but the best player I ever see is blah, blah, blah. They just ain't going to college to pro.
Nah, I wouldn't.
Now I'm saying they can't make it. I just saying they decide not to go.
Yeah, that's like all right. You know who Pee Wee Kirkland is?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, let me
Pee Wee Kirkland was one of the top basketball players.
Okay, so let me
40 points in college, right?
Okay,
and he decided not to play because he was making more money in the streets, right?
No, I don't think you understand why I'm actually asking you. What I'm saying is,
but that's why I don't consider him the best.
I'm gonna say it differently, right? Me, you, and Rave on the park, right? We go in the park. Rave good as hell. Me and you, we all right, but Rave good as hell.
Well, we end up going pro, and we end up one of us end up winning a ring or something.
No, listen, not even that. Rave good as hell. Me and you just kind of average or whatever like that. If we decide that we gonna play high school ball for our high school, and Rave said, no, I ain't really into that. I just gonna go to school or whatever like that. I just don't play for no team. I just be hooping. He ain't gonna still be a better player than you, even though you play high school ball.
No, because I'm playing against better players. I'm playing against.
But where's the skills going at if he's still better than you on a park?
He just a nobody. He just a player who can play ball. But I'm better than him because I'm eventually will be better than him. Because
how can you say that?
Because my talent. I'm playing more, and I'm playing against elites, and I'm playing against players. So I will
Rave
get better.
Is still the better player. He still would be the better player, though, right?
That would be an opinion.
There's one moment I decide to play for my high school. You decide to play for yours, and Rave said, "No, I'm playing high school ball." Rave would still be the better player out of the three, right? Regardless of who he choose.
I don't know. Because if he was the better player, then he would show that he's the better player. You know what I'm saying? We win it,
no, we know he the better player. Us three that sit on that park and play against each other, we know he the best player. What I'm trying to say is we don't need to go to another level.
That's a mindset that I can't get with
player.
because as a player, I never thought nobody was better than me. So that's just.
I mean, I know. I hear what Panic is saying. At the same time, that's why I feel like when I talk about old guys or the new guys, a lot of circumstances happen. You know, for new guys, we gotta put in perspective that they created and changed the game. They stretched the floor. They're making big guys have to spread the floor now. You know, there's big guys at 6'5". 6'1" and 7'1" that's trying to hit threes and fadeaways. I was like, oh shit, you know, getting handles. But back in the day, if you were big, you're in the post, you grab that rebound, and you focus on those big moves. But now it's they're creating where you're big, where shit, you could be in the paint, but your ass can also dribble a little bit. Your ass need to learn how to shoot a three. So I take both perspectives on the way. So yes, we could throw each argument, but I'm always going to put a perspective. So
So look, all right, it's like saying this though. It's like saying this.
10 power forwards of all time.
It's like this though, right? It's like this.
Dirk Nowitzki in the top power forwards.
Top 10 power forwards of all time.
No, hold on.
Top 10?
Before
10,
yeah.
10, yeah.
Hold on.
Top 5.
Top 5?
Hold on. How about this one, right? So you'll say like this. So if Lonzo's the best player, even though he don't play on the court that much because he's always injured, but he's the best player though, the best point guard. He should be in the top 5 point guard.
If Lonzo Ball is the best player, is the best point guard in the league, but he just hurt all the time, he would still be the best player because we look at his.
Oh, wait a second. No panic. What did you just say?
No, asking us questions.
Nah, you were saying although a player.
I heard something about the bench. Did you say something about Lonzo on the bench?
No.
I'm sorry.
He said if Lonzo is the best player.
But I'm trying.
He gets injured all the time.
The point I'm trying to make is y'all can't say a player is a better player at a certain position than another player, and you base off of just rings because some fact that if one person is the best player at a certain thing or whatever you may do in life, whatever it is, if somebody is really the best out of a certain group, it don't matter if they got a ring, tournaments won, whatever, they still would be the best player.
I don't use rings in every argument because there's some players.
I use the eye test.
Here's what I'm saying. Like
that's
for
why
example, for example,
that's why I could say he's one of the best players, right?
Bill Russell. I mean? For example, Bill Russell got the most rings, right? If I'm not mistaken.
That's a good example.
Right? Okay, so Bill Russell got the most rings, if I'm not mistaken. But now that he got the most rings, he's the best big man of all time? No, because I have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar above him. But
you don't even
Bill
put
Russell was fucking nice though, bro.
No. Hold up. Here's what I'm saying. Hold up. Here's what I'm saying.
Number one big of all time, hands down.
He
coached and played, bro.
No, I'm just using. Hold up. Please. Hold up. I only use that example.
Gotta be
because I only use that example because of what Panic said, and I was saying I don't always use rings as an example. I don't always use rings. Because if we went by rings the whole time, we would put Bill Russell as the greatest big man of all time.
But he is the greatest big man. He is. Huh? He is.
He's not better than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Stop it.
Bro.
We ain't gonna have that argument. We're not about to have that argument, bro. We're not gonna have that argument.
Hands down, bro. After Bill Russell, bro.
Bill Russell was nasty, but he's not better than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We're not gonna.
After Bill Russell is Shaq, and then y'all can do whatever y'all want after that.
He invented the hook shot. I'm not gonna argue.
That's it. It's Bill, Russell, then Shaq, and then whoever y'all want to go after that.
All right, Shaq is up there too, but we're not about to have Bill Russell above Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You're bugging.
Bill Russell's number one.
Where does Giannis fit into this discussion?
Oh yeah, Giannis, he been working, boy. He up there too. Giannis, what?
Is he top 10 big men of all time?
Huh?
Giannis right now will be probably
top 10 big men of all time right now.
Right now, yes.
Shit.
I'll even put Giannis as number 7.
And that's why I can't take y'all saying Oscar Robertson and all these older players up front because y'all just move Giannis past a lot of big men. And I ain't disagreeing or agreeing. I give no take on with Giannis. That I just saying like. Look how quick y'all move Giannis up over what y'all seeing right now. Like
because all right, you ready?
I mean, hold on.
No, hold on. Giannis is 26 and he already got a ring.
Okay, see,
and already got MVP and already got defensive.
Hold on, but this is why we start bringing up people's rings and stats because accolades. See, I like to read I have people's accolades and put it to work because Giannis is a 6-time All-Star, 5 All-NBA, 4-time All-Defensive, 2 times MVP, Finals MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, 2016 through 17 Most Improved, All Rookie Team, and of course he's an NBA champ, and he made the 75th anniversary team. I feel like if Giannis could add like a scoring champ, dude, Giannis is working his ass off, boy.
Like
So
Giannis is different, bro.
So we all put Dwight Howard at in the big man list.
Yo,
Dwight Howard probably
Dwight
won't have to
Howard,
be he under Giannis.
If Dwight, man, let me tell you something. If Dwight
got his
was
ring
nasty
earlier,
as-
if he didn't get his ring on the Lakers, it would have meant more.
If fact,
But
that's fact. It's fact.
what
Fact.
does a ring have to do with the individual player?
Because look, bro, it's
the
obvious.
way how you get it.
It's obvious. It's obvious. For example, Kevin Durant, right? His only ring is from Warriors. He's been on other teams, he's been on other teams, and he's not like he got a one ring over there. He's been on the Thunder. He didn't win a ring over there.
But he went to the final. But no. But he went to the finals. Though.
Okay, he was on the Sonics. He didn't win
Y'all
a ring
realize
over there.
Steph Curry only got one ring without KD, right?
Well, okay, but I'm just talking about KD, right?
But he earned that.
I'm only using KD.
When y'all talk about rings and KD, like
right, I'm only using KD, but Stephen Curry, that's his team, though. That's his team. Okay, but that's his team, though. Kevin Durant, we're just still using Kevin Durant because he's a perfect example of what you said. Kevin Durant, he's been on the Sonics, no ring. He's been on the Thunder, no ring. And Thunder, I might say, that was a pretty good freaking team.
You said the
and
Sonics,
no
but
ring.
he played a full down.
We're keeping him with a band. He goes to the most dominant team. Well, at the time, they was the dominant team, and he gets ring over there. He's been on the Brooklyn Nets, no ring, 2 years in a row. Playoff failures. And I think this year they got swept. So that the Kevin Durant's career, how much does his rings really hold up? You get what I'm saying?
None,
That's
but
why
he's that guy
still. Some rings don't hold.
How
that
does it
much
don't hold night? He beat arguably the greatest player ever.
Listen. I think I get what you're saying because you're kind of. I get what you're saying.
Whoa! What do you wait? What are you saying? Because Kevin Durant.
What he's saying
is higher
it's almost like because wait. And the thing is, we know.
I'm gonna bring it down.
Can I interrupt for just a second?
But listen,
can I interrupt for just a second? Hold up. I'm gonna give the metaphor, right?
Feel like
some guys build the bus, some guys drive the bus, some guys ride the bus. Some guys are all three players. If you're a champion, you fall into one of those three categories. You either built the bus, you drive the bus, or you ride the bus. Kevin Durant was a bus driver, but he wasn't a bus builder. Stephen Curry was a bus builder.
Right.
I think that's the difference.
And I know where Pan is trying to come from because he's trying to say how good Kevin Durant was and what he.
No, I'm not. No, listen.
No, that's what you're saying. Like was.
I'm not. No, listen. I'm not
still putting him.
No, he still is. Right. Still is.
Right. He's still.
But I'm just saying.
Conversation about what I said, and I'm not trying to say nothing about Kevin Durant being this best player.
No,
but I'm saying every metric
why
y'all using for best player, I'm diffusing it, and y'all keep saying, and y'all say it's about rings, but it's not about rings. You can't knock Kevin Durant because he got 2 rings. I mean 3. He had 2 rings with the Warriors, and that's it. Like you got to get. If you want to say rings matter, then rings should matter. If you saying rings don't matter, then rings don't matter.
Come on, let's
look at Steph Curry. Steph Curry won that one ring, right? He won that one ring on the injured LeBron. Them. Come back the next year with
KD is building the bus.
Panic, you're being facetious, dog.
He's building the bus in Brooklyn.
Right. Listen, you're being facetious. Like, or what's the word, dude? I get where you're coming from. But I'm not knocking his career, dude.
And I'm not advocating to say he's a best player or he's a great player. I using him as an example to disprove what you saying about rings. You keep jumping back and forth. Rings matter. Ring don't matter. Ring do matter. Ring don't matter.
I said no. I said.
You said Isaiah Thomas got 2 rings, but he wasn't just the only player on the team.
Okay.
They had a good squad.
Okay, I believe.
You forget Dennis Rodman been on that squad one of them years, right?
Okay, because maybe you didn't hear me. Belize and Zen, let's make clear. I swore I said sometimes you got to use the rings, sometimes you don't, because that's why I brought up Bill Russell. Because when I brought up Bill Russell, I said Bill Russell had the most rings, but I wouldn't rank him as the top, the greatest of all time to do it just because of his rings. If that was the case, he would be the greatest of all time because he had the most rings. And I said, that means rings don't mean it all. So that's why I said, Kevin Durant, it was another guy that I feel like his rings doesn't weigh as much as we think because of how his career went. He was on the Sonics as a youngster. He didn't get no ring over there. He didn't get no ring when he had OKC, when they had a solid-ass team, where he could have shown that he could carry the team to the championship. He didn't do it.
So technically, LeBron only got one ring.
Which the Warriors was pretty much down-packed as the team to go to the finals automatically. He got a ring over there. Then he leaves that automatic championship team, goes to Brooklyn, and I'm thinking, okay, Kevin Durant, you about to do something. They got Kyrie and some good pieces. So I'm like, okay, do your thing, KD. He goes out there, failures in the playoffs, and then the next season he got swept, first-round exit. So all I'm saying is, how many years do we have KD left? Maybe 3-4 more years.
2 tops at this point.
If he goes down, about 3 more years left, he retires. We're talking about a guy who only won on a team that was 98% probably going to go to the championship.
But since he was the Finals MVP, I'm gonna give him the bus driver status and give Steph the bus builder.
Right. You can bring that up, right? He has
when it comes to let's be real about the whole.
Steph owned the bus.
Steph Curry and the Warriors, they wanted to chip off LeBron in that first year. Remember, Kyrie been hurt, Kevin Love been hurt. Okay, they got their one chip. They come back with KD, right? They come back. I mean, second year they come back and they lost to LeBron in. So now they got one chip but 2 finals appearances. They come back the third year with KD. They beat LeBron. Fourth year they beat LeBron. Fifth year when KD been injured in the playoffs, they lost to Toronto.
Right.
So what I'm saying is we can keep saying, oh yeah, KD joined the well-oiled machine, but we will keep it real. A healthy Cleveland team against a healthy Warriors team without KD 4 years in a row, LeBron would have more rings.
Okay. You're
Facts.
right. Hold on. Wait, please. You're right, but this is where I'm saying let's be 100. Was the Warriors, whether how they won that ring and they only won like barely one time, was they not the team to beat and not probably a 85% chance they go into the championship at that time?
Without KD, there was not no lock to be in the championship. Them third and fourth
Come
year.
on,
Listen.
They had
all right. Come on,
Panic.
Panic.
And you know, because listen, when you watch basketball and you remember shit, remember that next year they come without KD. You know the Spurs almost sent him home when Kawhi get hurt that series. You know, Kyrie had played bad a couple of series in that playoffs. There wasn't a lock without KD. We like to think the Warriors been so good because they won that 73 games without KD. This would have gone on the next 5 years. Without KD, that wasn't going the next year because they had injuries piling up. Kyrie don't show up in the big moments sometimes. Like we can't sit there and say, they've been a super team for 5 years straight.
No. Hey,
without KD joining that team.
Hold on. Okay, I'm not speaking on what they're going to be, what they can be. I'm just speaking on that moment of time. And that moment of time, they were younger. Draymond was playing like one of those top tier defensive players. Or I mean to them. And I'm not gonna say me, but to them, he was playing at a top tier defensive level. Curry was nice and young, going crazy. Klay Thompson. They had Andre Iguodala. They got what's his name? What's that boy name? Stevens, whatever his name is. They had a whole bunch of people just going buck wild. And all I'm saying is, at that time, there was no vote. Like, you did not expect the Warriors to go to the championship of during, and that was whether KD was there or not. because they were just at that moment, they were just that high of a level. I'm not saying they're going to be that great for 20 years or I really didn't expect them to do it. But for them, they just came off the highest wins ever, and they was younger. They was a lot more dominant now. And just at that moment, not saying long lasting. So even if Kevin Durant was not there, I'm pretty sure a lot of people had their bets on the Warriors making it to the championship again, especially when Curry and Draymond are young and they were still lighting up the league. I mean, just line it up. So when I speak on KD joining that elite team,
everybody was upset, so they did think they were going to win.
And when he joined, you saw the reactions. You saw the reactions when KD joined that team. Everyone was pissed because they was like, I know you did not join that team that not only took upon the greatest wins ever. We're talking about dudes who was still young, line it up. What's his name? They had Zaza Pachulia. They had all those dudes. Zaza Pachulia just falling on people's legs, breaking people's legs. What's his name? Draymond, he kicking people on the balls, nice and young, leaping on people's backs, and they were just like that at that moment. You had the fans wearing, we are number we're strong in numbers. I mean, the energy was just high with that team, and then you just put a high power 7-foot monster that can do anything on the court, and you put that with them, then everybody had a whole issue. So I'm not, and yes, Kevin Durant can do his thing. We know that. Kevin Durant can still drop a 45 in my piece. You know what I'm saying? We got that part. But all I'm saying is, if he retires, and he's been on the team that he's been on, and especially Brooklyn, there's really no excuse. You got young guys that you have. You got some veterans in Brooklyn. You got Kyrie Irving as your strong hand. And you telling me y'all can't do nothing but get swept in the playoffs, and you retire with only rings was the Warriors, which was a strong team, then that's why I feel like I question how strong his rings were. That's all. I mean,
and that's why I say
he's a
don't
killer.
matter in the bigger scheme of things when you think about who's the best player.
Because they don't take away from what his skill was, though.
You're the best player on the best team. What more do you want as a basketball player? What more could you ever ask for than to be the best player on the best team? It's not like you was a scrub and went and decided to get you're in the twilight of your career.
He's not a scrub.
Nah, and this is a game of free agency, and players have decided that they want to team up and make these teams and take control from the GMs,
make billions of dollars.
Right, and if that's what they want to do, then fine, don't complain about it after you do it first, especially don't complain about it. That's all. That's all.
And mind you, as good as y'all want to say this Warriors team, but it's the same Warriors team that been down 3-1 at one point to OKC.
Yeah. And then now you can
again, don't
but now you can throw that at KD. You see what I'm saying, right?
His skill
KD was a part of that.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, with just the Warriors going into that season, that third season, well, I was in third season, but going into, I forget which year that, but going into that third finals against the Cleveland Cavaliers that season, without KD, they've been a favorite to make the finals. With KD, they've been a favorite to win it. You go to win the championship. Yeah. So it's like if he decide to go there, if he don't decide to go there and stay with OKC or go somewhere else, the Warriors may be sitting on one championship right now. But it's the fact that he decided to go there, they won back-to-back years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
so you can't say the rings don't mean nothing. Because if that's the case, you can say the rings don't mean nothing in the bubble. You can say the rings don't mean nothing. But a couple of
rings was definitely, in my opinion, they mean nothing in the bubble. That shit was trash. Because LeBron got an easy one.
So, yeah, let's not start that argument. But yeah.
But mind you, now mentally, that's be a harder championship to win. If all you got to do is focus on basketball, and you can't do nothing else. You can't like the shit that going on in the world at the time. People were dying from COVID and all that. Like that's a lot to have in your brain and be away from your family at the same time. And stay focused on basketball.
Just like you said, it's harder to play. I mean, it's harder to focus on basketball, but it's more of a focus why you want to get up out of there. There were several players that did not want to be there at whatsoever, but they had no choice. And people spoke up. J.R. Smith, they just had an interview recently. If you look it up, J.R. said they lifted the drug screening over there.
Yeah, so they could smoke.
They said they were smoking it up. You know what I'm saying?
So
some people needed that weed heavy to survive. So I'm just saying it. I don't like to put credit because they gave a lot of people, especially you gave 2 players that was top 5 players in the NBA plenty of rest. You gave an offseason to LeBron and an offseason to Anthony Davis. And I'm not saying what Anthony Davis and LeBron is now. We're talking about at the time when they both was automatically, no question, top 5 player in the NBA. Anthony Davis was doing his thing in the Pelicans. LeBron was just balling his ass off, looking
and
like.
Then we talk and then RIP to Kobe. That happened, so the Lakers was on it.
Right, and that moment, you gave 2. And especially injury-prone Anthony Davis, a whole offseason to whoop some fucking ass. It's so hard to put credit on it. It's just like I get it. I mean, people are gonna want credit, and I understand, but it's so hard for me to give credit when you just gave an injury-prone guy a full offseason to heal up and whoop ass, and you also gave LeBron, who was a top 5 player at that moment, to rest for fucking 5-6 months.
35-year-old.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. No travel. You see how important home court advantage is.
Right.
No home court advantage.
Right.
No crowds, no crowd noise, nobody pushing your mama around. None of that shit.
Nobody trying to throw t-shirts at you while you trying to walk out.
Right.
None of that. No high intensity volume. You see when them crowds is there. When them crowds is there in the playoffs, that oxygen is so lower. I bet if they put a little tester, I bet you that oxygen is less in there. The heat a little dense, a little humid. Probably got a little musty people out there. And that ain't the bubble. The bubble, they was air conditioning.
Yeah. I Disney World at the best places in Disney World. He wasn't suffering.
I get it. People are going to take credit for it, and I understand.
And then now, especially now when we look where COVID's at now, it's like, damn, bro. Like, bro, was it really that serious, bro? Niggas could have really, you know what I mean? Niggas could have played ball, bro.
I mean, but you can
I feel you. You can't
put that on them, boy. Like when you a young player, you younger, you don't think about certain things. But a lot of older players in the league probably think about their own health, their family health. They got parents that's out there that got underlying conditions. Like nobody really know what been happening or why been happening or what the circumstances of somebody dying.
I'm just,
like
being funny.
I can understand how that would make some players think outside. And the younger players, the younger players probably been in there like, damn, boy, I can't just sit up here all day. Like a lot of these players come from an environment where they always bouncing off the walls, and now you got to sit in one spot. Like I ain't trying to say they championship validated, and I ain't saying the invalidated. All I'm saying is you can't look at a championship and say this makes this player better than this player because this player got a championship without looking at the team around him in the context of their career.
That's a fact.
Right, but I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not. Yeah, I agree. But just like you said, the context of career.
Because I'm gonna always bring up Robert Horry.
But like you said,
I'm gonna always bring that up. Every time I'm gonna bring up Ray, I'm gonna bring up Robert Horry.
Right. No, respect. I mean, listen. Like I said, like you're right. COVID. Listen, I didn't. I'm be honest with you. I was young guys as well who didn't take COVID that serious. I'm not saying like I was just loose with it. Like I just walked around like fuck COVID. You know, I wasn't like that. But I used to never put too much energy to it. But
you know why? You know why?
but hold on, here's what I'm saying.
No, you want to know why though?
But here's
a lot
why.
of people around your age feel that way because it's a selfish thing because they ain't thinking about how the older people who got actual fears of it may feel about it.
Okay,
and I ain't trying to directly call you self. I just saying like that's the mindset a lot of younger people take because you've been hearing about a lot of older people dying.
Right, but okay, before you jump in, no, I agree. I agree to that, but before you jumped in, I was just about to say the moment I had to take it serious was when my auntie didn't tell us nothing. She was already battling cancer. You get what I'm saying? She was already battling issues. You get what I'm saying? But when we always called, she's fine, la la la, right? Then the next morning, she fell to her death walking down the stairs. And we're like, what happened? And they were like, they called us and let us know. Well, she didn't want to tell y'all, but she had COVID. You get what I'm saying? And they said they knew it was far from COVID is because it really attacked her personally, especially when you're already battling an illness as well. Yeah. That's what I was trying to bring up because
so imagine all those
NBA
players with family members. So imagine all those NBA players in that bubble with family members and they can't really direct. If something happened, they got to leave their team behind, their contract, their teammates, whatever you want to do, they got to leave all that behind at the drop of a hat. Like at any day, any second that can happen.
And they did. And let's not forget Karl Anthony Towns' mom.
Right.
Like it's a lot. Like they had a lot to really think about, like outside of this basketball.
Right, and that's
so to be able to control. That's
one of the reasons why it was both ways. That's why it's both ways. Like some people just didn't want to be there, bro. I'm just keeping about it. And some dudes I heard, of course we know Paul George, a couple of the guys, J.R. Smith. They said, bro, their minds was really fucked in that. You know what I'm saying? It really, really was. Whether people want to agree with it or not, or it's bubble. It's so perfect for you. But some dudes really felt like they was caged in. You know what I'm saying?
Like, especially
LeBron had his entire support system there.
And listen, did you see? Here's what I'm saying. Here's another thing that just brought up. Did you see the difference in hotel rooms in LeBron's hotel room versus Giannis? Imagine you put Giannis in that little box. LeBron got a whole presidential big ass suite. You know
they was advocate. They did give the better rooms to the top teams.
You goddamn right. You gonna give me the best room,
bro. My point is, your competitors was all in boxes, while Anthony Davis and LeBron was in presidential suites.
Sure was.
Presidential suites. And other dudes.
That's how they had to say it.
Imagine that extremely long Giannis with a 8-foot wingspan, ass cramped up in that box. Boy, I know that was hell for him.
In a twin bed.
in a little prison bed. That's like I get it. I know I can't argue with people who wants them to have credit, and I can't argue that. But at the same time, it's my reasons on why I can't fully give credit. It's like, yeah, they won. I respect it. I get it. But there's so many things that happen that just won't give them 100% of my credit. Because I'm thinking,
what have they been since then, and what if really what they were the number one team going into that playoffs, right? So you give them credit, but
yeah, they get credit for sure.
What have they been since then?
Injury prone and broken and losers.
They've been what they would have been that year had they played a full season. That's
what I'm saying. Like, imagine you take away that bubble. We say they played a full season. Either Anthony Davis or LeBron is hurt right now. Yep. Either one of them.
Book it.
One of them.
Book it. Just like everybody expecting Chris Paul's shoulder or something to go out on Chris Paul any minute now.
Right.
James Harden's hamstring. Something gonna happen.
And remember that year that Chris Paul almost took. You don't think they would have ended up beating Toronto?
You faded in and out, bro. Can you repeat that?
I said that year that Chris Paul and the Rockets almost take Golden State out the playoffs. You don't think they would have gone on and beat Toronto?
Talking about that when he got injured?
Yeah, you don't think the Rockets would have beat Toronto in the finals?
Yeah,
I think.
You see what I mean? So that's why I say about the context of people's career. Chris Paul could have had 2 right now if you really think about it.
Yo.
We just talking about chances.
Yeah.
If he had 2 chips,
What's
like
good with y'all?
I don't feel like he would have been a better player than
Nico,
he
I had
is
a
right
feeling
now.
we'd
He
be
would have been
hearing
the
from
same
you.
type player.
I mean, Chris Paul has time.
If you understand basketball,
Just not
understanding Chris
much
Paul
of it.
being top 5 wouldn't be hard.
Here, I mean, all I'm saying, if you add rings, can make yourself look really, really good, especially when you already accomplished a lot.
Something about
Like
that
Chris
glow.
Paul did. I want a guy. Here's what I'm saying. Chris Paul to me is a part of the guys who not only paved the way, but you're just gonna remember them OGs. You're gonna remember Carmelo. You're gonna remember Kobe. You're gonna remember LeBron. You're gonna remember Chris Paul. You're gonna remember those dudes, those
Klay
cats
Thompson.
for years to come. You know, Klay Thompson. You're gonna remember those names for years to come. So they really paying the way. So Chris Paul, you're one of those names and OGs that we talk about. And you just gotta have a ring. Like with Carmelo. I really hate. I really hate
for everybody.
No, here's what I'm saying. I just really hate.
I mean, they still
I
talking
just really
about
hate
Charles
to
Barkley like
see
he's been
Carmelo
the greatest
Anthony.
power forward of all time, but he don't got a ring.
But all I'm saying is, I would
He
really
ran into
hate.
Jordan. Like, well, you can see everybody can't get a ring.
That's not work.
No, I feel you. I mean, I'm just
you,
speaking.
Nico.
I feel you, but I'm just speaking on how I see things.
But that's why how I see
Especially
it
for the
though.
newer
If you
generation.
make the
I
finals
just feel
more
like it
than
would be
once,
hard to see
Man,
them.
he ain't got a ring.
I just
if you
feel
make
like
the finals more than once and lose to a great team, I could respect that as a player. Like,
You gotta respect the Buffalo Bills. 4 straight Super Bowls. They lost all 4, but shit, they win. Why?
Hey, man.
Right.
Hey, listen, Buffalo Bills and smack my Ravens around. You know what I'm saying?
Can I say something before I exit real quick?
So what's up with C Captain, man? He's 5 for 19 tonight.
Shit, it ain't just Clay. So the entire Warriors team is straight ass tonight. All these niggas are fucking trash. Like, I don't know what's wrong with them.
Nico, don't do that. I mean, they're still playable. I'm watching it right now. 71-63. Come on, give them hope, man.
Well, for me, it's 64-74, and I'm like, why? They probably missed 64 shots. That's the problem. They've missed more shots than points they have. And I've never in my life seen these dudes as a collective unit be so trash.
I mean, Jordan Poole not having his greatest game.
Trash.
Are they washed?
He overrated, and niggas only like him because he got a lazy ass good handle, and he can shoot. That's it.
I mean, hey man, look, man.
Talk about it.
Here's
Andrew
my
Wiggins
thing.
is better.
Here, listen, Nico. All I'm saying is this: I am a huge advocator of never giving up to that clock hit zero. So don't give up on the Warriors now. It's 64-74, like you said. You know, they could possibly do something. You know, they still got time. Got plenty of time left.
You know what?
Look, Ray, the thing is, you're still a very young man. You're a very young man. As you continue to get older, you will learn to accept the potential outcome. So you don't get hurt the way that you get hurt when you think these niggas coming back. This shit. I mean, look, I'm not gonna say they can't, but they just can't hit a shot. Like, imagine if they just hit a couple threes, it'd be a game.
Man, I seen the Miami Heat and they came back from that huge ass lead, and the Real hit that buzzer beater fucking shot. I've seen games where the niggas was just walking out and he turned around and realized, oh shit, these niggas just hit 4 threes in a row. So I mean, hey.
Shit, we all seen too, man.
Sometimes you can't give up, man, or you just be one of those fans who ran out the building. Now you can't get in because security guard won't let you in.
Oh, I'm watch. That's why I say I'm finna exit because I gotta watch and yell at the TV still. But the thing is,
did you catch the early game, Nico, at all?
I low-key fell asleep during that. I caught it at the end. But let me just finish cooking on the Warriors. I'll talk about this after. I'll pop back up. The thing is, what I'm watching is just disrespectful. It's like, I understand Steve Kerr's out, but these dudes know how to play better basketball. They get one-dimensional. They decide to, even though they know they're missing threes, to keep shooting them bitches. Like, I get it. Y'all know y'all can shoot the basketball, but take a mid-range, my nigga. Get to the rack. Throw some lobs. Do something different.
Pump fake. Do something.
They 6 of 31 from 3.
Right.
And it all starts with Steph and Clay. Them niggas are both booty cheeks tonight. trash ass players. I don't know what's wrong with him. Steph Curry has been regressed for a while though. I don't know what's wrong with him. That nigga cannot shoot. They said he need fucking eye surgery, right? They said his eyesight isn't even good. I think it's about time for this all season. Go ahead, get your eyesight fixed, my bro, or come out here with some goddamn contacts. Otto Porter is actually hitting threes back to back. The best player on the Warriors right now.
He could have did
And
that.
that's why I say about them Warriors team
Anytime.
without KD, like y'all can't. I mean, would this be the same dynasty without KD them 2 years? Would they have more than just that one ring? Shit. It's hard to believe.
At that moment, yeah. At that moment, yeah. At that moment.
Kyrie do this damn near every playoff.
No, I feel you, but at that moment, they was cooking, man.
They, especially with Klay Thompson, the way he was still playing at his highest.
At that moment, they was at their peaks. They was wild.
You seen KD go down. Them niggas are still beating ass.
Right. At that moment, I'm not saying what they are now, but at that moment, when Kevin Durant joined them boys was on fire. It was.
Oh yeah, Steve Kerr is out because he's positive for COVID-19.
So he's out for a
Steph
minute.
Curry's just checked back in. Hopefully he don't sell.
Learn how to
so
coach
I'll
from
hit
a
you
kid.
up after the game.
All right, Nico.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Nico, man.
We got 8:37 on the clock. At least I do. 79,
sure.
Memphis, Golden State 72. We got free throws popping. Dylan Brooks walking on the court.
See, here we go. See, he giving up, and the score is only 78-72. Y'all update. Y'all heard him.
You know why
Draymond
it's easy
Green.
for an actual Warriors fan to give up when it's 79-72 like this? Because this the time in the game and the playoffs when you need a point guard like Chris Paul. Who
Right.
will rattle the game together, keep everybody at a certain level. Understand we chipping away. By the time the quarter over, you good. But instead, you got Curry who will just try to fire a couple of shots. If he go in, oh, he's the greatest. He brought them back. If he don't go in, he's like, oh, same struggles every playoff. Like same thing all the time. Curry do this all the time.
Yeah, man.
He just get covered up by the team he around.
Oh man, I can secondhand that. I always felt like having Curry change the game with all that half court shit and deep shots, but I always felt like that still was not a good shot.
Honestly,
I remember him just chucking up shots like a motherfucker, but just because he made 4 deep off one leg threes, the hype was there. But if you take away that hype, I'm like, bro, y'all paying attention? The nigga is shooting 3 for 26. Like, are y'all paying attention?
He a regular season.
Everybody got their issues.
He a regular season killer, bro. Regular
Like
season
when
murderer.
you watch certain players, I remember watching Curry and feeling like, man, like shit, them like they about to go off with damn 20 straight points in the next 2 minutes. Like, I remember watching the Warriors and feeling like that. And then it's time you watch the Warriors after that. Like nowadays, you don't feel like that about them. Not saying that they couldn't get older or whatever, all that good stuff. What I'm saying is certain players at certain times that you can feel like, damn, like I damn near scared to be in a position against them boy when they cooking like this, or the fact that they playing like this. But then you get to a point where you start watching them, it's like, yeah, they don't put the same feel. Like Harden used to put fear in everybody's heart. Now when he come down, he can still give you 30, 45 or whatever.
Yeah, but it's not the same fear. He's not the same fear because of time and he's getting older.
I don't care what it is. Why he don't put that fear no more?
I'm just saying a lot of things. I mean, there's a lot of things that come in perspective on why the fear is not there anymore. So he's getting older. He's still working on losing the belly fat that he did when he was trying to leave the Rockets. So he's still working on that belly fat.
Like,
it's still there.
Michael Vick days when Michael Vick first getting the league, he's been like, oh yeah, how can you contain Michael Vick? Like every player's like, damn, do I drop in zone? Do I put a quarterback spy on him? Like he put him at whole defense off. But then once you don't see a bunch of speed, quarterbacks with speed, it's like you don't really fit in the same way you fit in like you used to fit in. Because, like, yeah, we got linemen that run 4-3, 4-4 now.
Right. I mean, yeah. And then Bro, that's man. I mean, it's.
But when I look at Chris Paul,
Mhm.
I still get the same fear from Chris Paul to this day in the full quarter. That if he down by, if he within biting distance, like Chris Paul going to calmly bring you back, it's gonna be a close game. But when you got
Well,
a
I mean,
point guard like Steph Curry, is like, and he ain't about to run the court like a floor general. They just gonna get back into
well,
the offensive set, run their motions or whatever like that, and try to get them open for open shot.
well. I mean, to be fair, Chris Paul's skill set is more long lasting. You know what I'm saying? That IQ will always last longer than a lot of players' skill sets.
But that's
Him
supposed to be
being
a
that
point
floor
guard
general, him
natural
being that reader,
top skill should be IQ.
like LeBron too. LeBron and Chris Paul, their
They're
IQ,
saying
the way they
they're
read the
literally the
floor,
same player, but they get their buckets differently. LeBron
right?
always was physically
It's
a beast, so he get his bucket any way he want to. Chris Paul always been the same side, like he had to get us pick and roll, mid range, jump off the elbow, like stuff like that. Like I feel like he did more with less, if that makes sense. I mean, that do make
see,
sense,
and
but
you know what's
he did
crazy? You know
more
what's
with less.
crazy? This is why I hope Zoe can fully connect with his IQ. For example, Chris Paul, he's high IQ, so his IQ is his game. He knows if they're pressuring him, I know I can easily use my IQ and how I'm going to easily find a way to use that big man's weakness and get past him for a quick layup or a quick floater. Or I know that the defense is pressuring me in the paint, so let me do a quick little floater instead of Zoe just passing it out. And yes, that's still good IQ by passing the ball, but Chris Paul's IQ, he uses the game with his IQ, so
He
it's
moved
like
chess pieces.
it's like Zoe's IQ is off the charts, but at the same time, Zoe has not connected that off the charts IQ with his game. If that, it's kind of hard to explain
And
because
that's why I
Chris
keep
Paul is
trying to
deadly.
say Chris Paul is top 5 all time just off of that. Like
Right.
I'm not saying
Right,
Lonzo
everybody got their
Ball
own visuals.
IQ.
Why I feel
I'm
respect
not
that.
saying Lonzo Ball got low IQ or nothing like that,
Nah,
but nobody uses their IQ of basketball better than LeBron, Chris Paul, and we can even say Rondo. They play chess on the court with bodies. Like they shift your defense. It's like remember when we used to watch Peyton Manning?
Draymond.
Peyton Manning quarterbacking, but different from Tom Brady one.
Draymond.
And not only
like
that
yeah,
too, you know what they do too? They also play against the coach's bench. They be
Yeah, like
scheming on everything. Like when
they're
you sub
literally
out, they
coaching
sub
on the
certain
court.
players so you could sub in certain players.
right.
I
That's
would say
why.
every
That's what
point
I'm
guard
saying.
ain't
I feel
built
like
the same.
that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, if Hazo having that high top IQ, imagine when he knows how to advance it to where it's like Chris Paul and LeBron, where it's the landscape of the game. Like y'all said, if some bench players come in, they already know the movements of what they're gonna do, the ideas off rip, and just by their mindset IQ, it's like, oh my god. So I just can't wait until Zoe advances that IQ to where it's his game. So he knows, okay, you just gave me space. Okay, here 3. Okay, the defense.
LaMelo
The
got that
defense.
too right now to his game, but what he looking for now is the space and opportunity to grow it. So hopefully
Now,
Lonzo
see
get
with
that too with the
LaMelo,
ball.
with LaMelo and Lonzo, I don't want to knock their IQ say they don't have IQ, their IQ high. I feel like they gain more reflex than IQ at this point. Like it's not like I said, when you look at Chris Paul come down the court, he look at the defensive set you win. He do certain things with the offense to try to see what you're doing instead of just being like, okay, they in the zone and they playing this. Is like, well, let me run this play right here, or let me bring the ball over here, or let me kick the ball in the corner and see how the defense shifts. Oh, that's
But
what y'all
see, that
doing. Bring the
goes
ball
with
back. I
coaching
got y'all
though.
for that.
These guys never got good coaching yet on that
I
type
mean,
of
but
level.
that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That
No,
actually
not
kind of
even coach.
accurate.
No.
No, that's accurate because a lot of these players ain't coming up getting coached in the actual game of basketball. A lot of these players
Yeah,
really
but
know I'm gonna run the pick and
Harlem
roll.
came
okay,
from that
but
old school
hold on, wait a
coaching.
minute. We're
He
not
ain't
about to
saying
sit
nothing
here
wrong.
and act like Chris Paul and LeBron was not in horrible coaches. their IQ still overpowered it.
Yeah,
So-
but they still had good coaches that put them in good positions.
All right, I feel you.
No, listen. When it come to Chris Paul
And that believed
LeBron,
in them to let them get the space to do what they do too.
I agree with you halfway.
Yeah,
Halfway because I agree. Lonzo and LaMelo ain't had no actual real in-depth coaching, like coaches who actually teaching them the game. That is true, but at the same time, LeBron and Chris Paul, that's come from them just studying the game. Like that's it. You got players
That's
that don't
true,
even
too.
watch basketball. They just go out there and play. They just
Right.
naturally gifted, so they go out there and play. When they get to the NBA and you say, "Oh, what's a film?" They like film for a while, but then when they start watching film, you start getting players like Chris Paul, who I ain't the fastest, I ain't the biggest, I ain't the best shooter, I ain't the best driver, but I'm gonna affect the game because I know I'm gonna think the game through. I'm gonna outsmart you. I'm gonna make you think this was going on, but this was really going on.
Right, right. For example,
That's why I say I don't think
that's why I
Lonzo
brought
and
up Chris
LaMelo
Paul.
even at that level yet with the
Right,
IQ
that's what I'm
on
saying.
basketball court.
Facts like IQ is so like this is right. I was just bringing up like Chris Paul. His reading of the court is so good. Like a defender can be having his hand up, and he could pretend, "Oh, Chris Paul, you can't come to the paint," but then Chris Paul be like, "Oh, okay, that's what you're gonna do." He'll do a quick little floater, and you never saw it coming because he read that easy. But when it comes to Zoe, you know good and well either the motherfucker gonna drive. If they say he does drive for layup, you know he's gonna take the layup. If he goes for the three, you know he's going to take the three. But when Zoe IQ gets better, it is better. But if he uses his IQ like the way Chris Paul uses it, where it's his game, Zoe's going to be like, "Oh, I'm driving psych floater." I haven't seen that from Zoe. He'll drive, but he's going to end up continuing to drive, or he's going to pass it out. Zoe, when he uses his IQ like Chris Paul does, Chris Paul's going to fake the defense, act like he's driving, whoop, quick floater, got your ass, and you didn't even see it coming. Because he knew he read it. Chris Paul reads that. Okay, so then Chris also was special about Chris Paul. He going to pretend that he going to floater. He see the guy coming at him, whoop, got your ass, here comes my layup. So I just feel like Zoe's IQ is high, but wait until he masters it where it's his game.
Yeah, y'all know we got a hell of a game on right now.
Oh yeah, we just gave some updates about that.
It's a 2-point game.
Yeah, we gave updates about that. Yeah, Mr. Nico came here talking about that game. We just get an update.
That's why I've been so quiet. I'm sitting here watching.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nico just came here. He came here giving up on the Warriors. Oh, hey, Nico, don't give up on the Warriors. He gonna talking about because you're young. Nigga, I'm like, look at the score. See the Warriors coming back, man.
Yeah, he ain't a real Warriors fan.
When you're older, you won't be hurt. Like, Nico, come on, man.
You don't got
me,
the
I don't give up, man. Nico out here giving up.
A lot of people don't understand that 10 points really ain't nothing in the NBA. And 20 points, I say it ain't nothing, but it's not as bad as it looks on screen until you went down 20 with like 5 minutes left, 4 minutes left, something like that.
Right.
The NBA is a game of runs. Like, it's always going to be a run. Like, we used to play in the gym and stuff like that, and it's like you will play a bunch of back-to-back 3-on-3, 4-on-4, 5-on-5. That's all it is.
All right, I want an open question for the panel, and I'm not going to speak on it at all. But when they say the NBA is a make or miss league, what does that mean to you?
I don't know. You gotta ask some else.
That's from the people in the media we do not care about. So.
It's literally like
for me.
I mean, we care about them, but
for me personally, I think it's a make or miss league. They say that is because like it's like you can either like make it or you can make it here or you would lose it there, basically, and it's all within the shot. Because if you make the right shot in the right time, like that could change your whole life. We seen what happened with Jeremy Lin, like, you know what I'm saying. And then next season we seen what also happened with him. And then years later, he ended up on Toronto. Now he got a ring. Like, you know?
I mean, the point of basketball is to make the shot. You make the shot. You make the shot. You make the shot. It's just basically like you can have the fanciest dribble, the coolest looking shot, whatever, but you still got to make the shot. when they be saying that, it's like even when they be saying, don't be annoying when they say it because it's like duh. But at the same time, like everybody need their own slogan, I guess.
Well, if I was to think about it and put detail to it,
Really ain't nothing to
I
think
guess I
about.
guess I guess I guess I could say make or miss league can mean to me as the 1%. Not a lot of people make it to the NBA. It's hard to do. You are the 1% that made it, and here you are, your career, where you're getting paid millions, fans. You're moving your fams out the hood. You're getting to play a professional sport. That's a child's game. Okay, yes, a child's game. The game that you grew up playing. Now you can do it professionally, get paid for it. You can either use that and do good with it, and rise with it, and make it your career and your life, and you can live a good life and be successful with it, or you can throw it all down in the toilet and fuck up. You're given a golden ticket, and the last thing you need to do is fuck up that golden ticket. And we have a lot of guys who fucked up that golden ticket, and we don't want to bring them up. So
I don't think we even need to go that deep on it. I think it's just literally either you make the shot or you miss the shot. We want shot makers, not shot missers, basically. Like I don't think it's that deep.
I'll tell you what made me think of it was Tatum's performance in Game 3, how bad it was, and I thought, and I kept thinking if he'd have just made a couple more shots, and then I thought to myself, it's a make or miss league. Oh man, shit! Is that what they mean by that? So I don't know.
And that's just what they said. We'll find out. Maybe
like if you run an offense like the Suns, right? If the Suns from Nash days, if they made 100% of their shots against the teams, and the other team made 100% of their shots, they will win every game because they get out more shots per quarter or per 5 minutes or whatever they measure it in per game. Like if every
you mean
team
from an analytic point of view is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that's some homework for the panel. Everybody do your homework on that. We'll talk about it next week or something.
That's why D'Antonio offense always get a second look, regardless if he's winning in the playoffs or not, because he's like, well, shit, he do put up a bunch of points.
It's a fact. Had Harden
They just
scoring
look
all
at it
those
like
points.
good percentage, might go win. No.
I would say that the regular season is a make or miss league, but the playoffs, as you see, are defined by defenses.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I think maybe we got it, but I'm gonna do some more digging on that myself. That was an interesting discussion. But what's the score in San Francisco, yo? I got 89 Grizzlies and 88 Warriors.
I'm on commercial break.
Likewise.
It's a good game though.
And we got nobody's really kicking in the door. Steph Curry's leading all scorers with 22 points. He's shooting 9 for 23 tonight. That's a lot of shots. He's 4 for 13 from 3 points, so he's not really excelling, but he is in positive and plus minus. Wiggins is really keeping the Warriors afloat tonight.
Like I said, my boy.
I said Wiggins was good.
My boy Wiggins. I've been saying that the whole time, man. Everybody be sleeping on my boy Wiggins, man.
These
My
next
boy
two
Wiggins get
seasons,
busy.
C captain is 6 for 19.
And next season, these gonna be the 2 seasons you gotta look at the changing of the guards. This is gonna make or break if we change it now or change in the next 2 years. Because the Warriors look like they on their way down. Celtics, shit, they look like they on their way. Well, I don't want to say on their way out because I feel like I know I can't say they on their way down at all. Like shit, I can't say they on their way out. I'll say like next year and then, like the next 2-3 years, they look like they're gonna be one of them teams. But at the same time, like shit, you never know.
I think the
like
Celtics,
a lot of teams I'm watching right now. Like It's like the Bucks, they there. Warriors on the way down. Celtics, they almost there, but they ain't quite there.
Yeah, I think the
Suns,
Celtics, they
they
can't
win the
count on
playoffs.
Al Horford next year. You can't count on him next year. You
Yeah,
can't. But
yeah.
for Tatum in particular, and I would say Brown too, but especially Jason Tatum, hit the weights this summer. Hit him hard. Because you got to deal with Giannis for the next 10 years. I don't care what you think. That's who you're going to have to deal with. You need to hit the weights. He did.
Because the
That's why
Grizzlies damn giving
you got
the
to deal
boys
with
a
it.
run without Ja.
Say again.
I said the Grizzlies giving the Warriors a run without Ja.
Oh,
I
for
said
sure. They are
next
who
year
they
you're
are.
gonna see a lot. You're gonna see a lot of these teams that is like the Grizzlies. They're gonna be solidified next year. They might not be the same record or have a good top two seed, but they're gonna be one of them teams where it's like, okay, stamp them in the playoffs. A lot of teams like LeBron them, I wouldn't be surprised they miss the playoffs again. I wouldn't be surprised if LeBron don't even touch the playoffs no more. I wouldn't be surprised if AD started his career on a decline because he can't stay healthy. I wouldn't be surprised that Russell Westbrook already know what time it is. Like shit. A lot of the top like KD, I wouldn't be surprised if he kind of take a couple steps back next year. Like a lot of these old guard players, like them are going down. We just ain't realizing yet because we still watching them on TV in the playoffs.
What's the
But
latest rumors out of LA? I heard they were talking about somebody's free agent just recently here today. The coaching search, Mark Jackson's in on the coaching search. We'll see if he's still white balled. But I know they're talking about trades and trying to find trades for Russell Westbrook out there. It's just a
man,
mess,
whoever
man.
take on that trade is big. Whoever take
Stupid.
that trade, crazy. I don't see no benefits of taking
Whoever
them,
take
and
that
even if he
trade is gonna
is,
come up with a whoever take that trade is gonna catch a come up.
It's going to happen at the trade deadline midseason.
That's how long do you think?
Yeah, because he'll only have like $19 million left on his contract about that point. So they'll be able to get rid of him then. That's the hope. It ain't going to happen till then. Because what incentive does anybody have to give up an asset for you until the trade deadline?
unless they can get him, like I said, I would let Russ play the next season out. I mean, the trade, if somebody willing to trade for him and I got to give up too much to add on to it, they just like, well, you know what? We trying to get the player. We retooling. Let us take him off your hand. Let's take that 1 year contract you got. We'll pay that. And you just take some of all players off our hand. That way, when next year up and whatever like that, like Russell Westbrook, he off our books. We can start fresh. We don't rebuild like a Pacers or something like that. But
Okay, but
my
if we're
niggas,
being
like, we ain't
objective,
giving up.
Hold up. Russell
Right.
started getting better in LA. Let's admit that. He started getting better. Right? And he is the only one who played 80 games.
Right.
So maybe you don't want to get rid of him so fast.
But how about this?
Let him get to mid-season and prove himself.
If you do want to get rid of him so fast, I wouldn't. Now that I think about it, under D'Antoni, right? I wouldn't mind Westbrook with LaMelo and putting LaMelo as shooting guard and having Westbrook at the point.
LaMelo's a little slow. He'd get cooked.
He
would get cooked trying to play two guard.
Like if I somebody like the Pacers, right?
He was
Where
getting cooked in the playoffs.
I want to start over. I ready to rebuild or whatnot. I'm gonna say, okay, we got Brogdon. We trying to get him off our books. We got the center Turner. We trying to get him off our books. Give us Russell Westbrook. We only got 1 year left on his contract. We'll give y'all Turner. But give us Westbrook and like a first round pick somewhere down the road. We'll give y'all Turner. But I mean, you have to take more than that, of course. But it's like, if I know I rebuilding for the future, that's the only way as a team I'll take on Westbrook. Because I know after 1 year, he gone. At the very least, we can put fans in the stands to come see him.
At least. The worst team in the NBA may be tempted to do that. Orlando, Indiana. You're right.
There's a lot of,
it's coming down to the wire and go to at San Francisco. Yo, we got a 1 point game with 50 seconds left on the clock. Anybody want to take it home? Flight, you want to take this game home?
Yeah, I got you. 31-91, a minute and 11 seconds to go. I got you.
I'm a little bit ahead of you, Flight, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the pause button.
I got 92, 93 now. 1 point game, a minute to go. So who you think gonna take this in this last second? 1 point game. Who gonna win? Everybody on the panel put a pick in.
I got the Warriors winning this game.
Oh, he just missed the three. Warriors rebounded. Draymond rebounded, give it to Curry across the half. Oh, Curry with a burst of speed. Oh, the block and foul. He going to the line. Look, the Warriors, they got their very experience. Curry was like a bat out of hell.
Yeah, you got to say with a tie ball game in 45 seconds, that's one possession each. After the free throws, they'll have a 1 point lead. The advantage goes to Golden State at this point, but barely. They got to convert or burn as much time as they can. They're still going to have to give up 22 seconds or 21 seconds. So Memphis better get if I'm Memphis, I try to get out quick. Try to score quick. Get on defense quick and get another possession if it's possible. Of course, you might not want Steph Curry to have the ball to shoot a three with much time, but he's going to have time either way at this point.
Curry might choke that shot.
I got Jackson in the post. Where you at, Flight?
I got Jack. I got 93, 94 right now.
Okay. Chad, we're gonna do this together, so don't get ahead of Flight, all right? You got Steph Curry down yet, Flight?
Curry, I got 90. Yeah, Curry down, 93, 94.
Okay, cool. I'm right about with you. Looking forward to a nice steak after this, man.
Nice. Must be nice. I'm going to get a chopped cheese. You know how we do.
It's getting late. I try not to eat too late, but I'll be up for another couple hours, so it's cool.
Likewise. I'm on this Far Cry right now, man. I can't get off the game, man. I'm so happy for y'all, man. Y'all keep me in tune with the game, man. That's why I love my flight sports, man.
Please, you missed it earlier. I had a piece of my headset stuck in my ear canal for the last 2 days, man. I had to go to the hospital today. I had that shit removed.
Damn. I heard that. I said, damn.
It was like about exactly what you would expect, except for the pain, man. Coming out, it was so pain. I couldn't believe that, how painful it was. It was just a piece of rubber, but the inside of your ear is so sensitive, man. It's unbelievable. If you ever want to torture somebody, just pull the hair out of their ears.
Huh.
96-93 Golden State, 26 seconds on the clock. Plenty of time for Memphis to go do their thing and leave less than 2 seconds on the clock if they kill it. It's coming down to the wire, as they say, in Baltimore.
Yeah, commercial break right now. Look at my man OG Louie.
Yo.
Nobody's blowing the roof off tonight, man. Steph Curry's leading now with 28 points, 10 for 25.
The Warriors up, right?
Warriors are up by 3 points.
Yep.
So he'll take the credit for this game should they happen to win. Klay Thompson, 6 for 20 tonight, 0 for 7 from the three. We got to start talking and asking the questions about Klay Thompson, y'all. I know it might upset some of us, one of us in particular, but this is the second round of the playoffs, and his performances have not been very good throughout the playoffs. So what do we say about Klay Thompson?
Well, I say he's still getting back, right? So we just gotta, give him time. I know it's like, how much time you need, but under the circumstances, take all the
Golden
time you need,
State, yeah.
especially with them still winning. Like, especially, he's not breaking the team. You know what I mean? They probably not winning in the sense of how they want to win, but they winning.
I agree. We got to
And I
end
feel
on.
like it's a shooting thing, right? Like that's the shooter you shoot, you live by it, you die by it, right? So,
Sure.
then there's that.
That's why these centers are dominating the game again. It
I
wasn't
got
a
396.
It wasn't a 3-point era. It was the Steph Curry era. 95. I got 95, 96 play.
Yeah, right now, just having.
Okay, quick foul.
Man, Golden State in the driver's seat. They're gonna play the free throw game.
Yep.
They got snipers, man. They're done. Memphis, when
And
they
this
put up
is
a good fight.
and this right here is why I give the Warriors they credit because they well polished, man. They're gonna show these
All
young
that
boys like, yo,
experience.
we've been here.
Yeah.
And, when it comes down to the end, see how Nico came on here earlier, was worried and all of that, and it was like, yo, it's the Warriors, bro. Like,
That's youth.
yeah, it's the Warriors.
Yep, that's youth. That's why I wasn't.
And
Was
it's not a
so
knock
sure.
to Memphis or nothing. Is is the Warriors, and then they don't got John either. So, and again, no excuses. But the Warriors know they're supposed to win that game. They know they can't. They know Warriors know they can't lose that game.
I can't cap, but this guy had me shook today. He did. He had me shook. Giannis.
Yeah.
He was going hard, man. I give him all the credit in the world. He was amazing for
How was the Giannis and Boston
3 quarters.
series, though?
Say again?
How was the Giannis and Bucks and Boston series?
Oh, it was amazing, man. 2-2. Boston won today, 116-108. Jason had like 38 and 5, something like that.
Nice.
Somebody else, Al Horford had 30 points. He went off, man. Dunked on Giannis, elbowed him in the face, sent him to the ground. Giannis got beat up. During this game, the second half of the game, Celtics took the gloves off. I bet you any money when they get back to Boston, it's going to be them old school Celtics again. Because they're in the bully ball now. Now they're starting to feel it.
When Chris Middleton come back?
Not this series.
Not this series.
Not this series. But I would say if there's a game 7, maybe he shows up because that's it.
Yeah, the Bucks win the next game, I doubt it going 7.
If the Bucks win the next game, yeah. If they still
go out,
TD, you don't want to give them a game 6 at home. You don't want that where they're 3-2 and have a chance to close you out. So Boston gotta win. They gotta win this next game. I agree with you.
Because he made the game plan so much easier to stop the Celtics. I'm not stop the Bucks when you don't got Chris Middleton again.
Yeah.
Like I said, no matter how dominant of a big man you got, you still need that wing. Like you need you a bucket.
Yeah, that's what the whole thing. You need a team.
Mm-hmm.
You need a whole team. But the 3 best players in the league right now, according to just about everybody, are bigs. And it's been that way for a while. And I can only remember one 3-point shooter winning the MVP over the last 10 years. His name is Steph Curry. Anybody else? Anybody else lead their team to championships with 3-point shooting? Nope. So it's exaggerated. And a lot of these teams are ruining themselves by shooting threes when they don't have the capability to do it. And these players are so oriented now that you're shooting 36% from 3. You might as well just shoot 50% from 2.
Do you think that's probably partially the reason why like Mark Jackson got that sting too? Because he brought that. He brought that era in and they like, nah, bro.
They said that. I heard kind of the opposite. I heard that Mark Jackson didn't want to embrace the 3-point shooting era. And Kerr did. So I heard something different just recently. They could be wrong. I don't know. But
I heard that too because he wanted to keep more on defense. He wanted to make it more about defense.
Yeah.
But Kerr was okay with
I don't
just
even think that's what it burned with Mark Jackson because if you remember Mark Jackson saying he got the 2 best shooters of all time. And any coach, you know, if you say something like that, then you obviously going to play to your strength. I don't
It's a
think he's
wrap
been
in San
opposed to the
Francisco.
3-point. I don't think he's been opposed to the 3-point generation. I think it's more so it's behind the scene things why he ain't hired. I don't think it got nothing to do with coaching basketball. You can't say, oh, he went out to leave for so long. He got a dinosaur mentality because that's some fact that Stan Van Gundy got a job last year. You saw a lot of coaches, Popovich throwing the league. He only leaving this year because he retiring. He make that decision to retire. Steve Kerr, like even though he a more innovative coach or whatnot as far as like style they play, he's still an old guard player because he played with like in a triangle with Jordan. So at the end of the day, it's like I don't think it's coaching style. I think any coach, if you know basketball, you can adapt to anything. It's just if you headstrong on, well, we're gonna run the triangle in today's offense. I don't care what they say. You're gonna lose, but at the same time, like shit, I'm pretty sure no matter regardless of how old you as a coach, you can always adjust if you just know basketball. Like Chris Paul ain't playing modern basketball by today's standard basketball right now, and he winning. He playing pretty much 90s, 2000 basketball.
Yeah, he is. Very much. He's playing position basketball. I don't buy the whole concept of positionless basketball either. Because a team with positions will come in, know their roles better than you, and whoop your ass.
Facts.
This game is over, y'all. 101, Golden State, Memphis 95. Nico, get out your Kleenex box, man. Your team won tonight. That's both mine and Nico's squads tonight. And actually, you know, I have an affinity for the Bay Area. My kid lives in the Bay Area. I'm there all the time. So the Warriors are not foreign to me. I've been rooting for them lightweight since the dynasty run. So this is my other home team, so to speak. I don't have the love, but I'm affectionate to them. So I'm happy to see them go on. If it becomes the Celtics and the Warriors in the NBA Finals, it'll be a very happy finals for me. But I see E40 on the side there with his big orange coat on. Y'all see him?
Before you always at the games, bro.
He said, tell me when to go. I say, this is your boy Zen Master for Flight Sports, and it's time for me to go.
You out?
Yeah, I'm out, man. I got to take care of a few things before bed. But thanks as always.
I'm still standing here panicking, Belize.
I mean, if you're going out, man, I'm on the games right now. To be honest, man, you know.
We had a good night, so we can shut it down.
All right.
Yeah,
well, thanks for having me.
Thanks for the game.
Thank you, Belize. Thank you.
Shout out Zan.
Everybody, thank you. Have a good night.
Appreciate you tonight, Zan.
Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports